Welcome to the stretch run, everybody. We are waiting on the arrival of Scotty. He will be here very, very soon. We have Gulfstream Race 5 about to go off. Any thoughts on Gulfstream Race 5 here?
Does this start the
Does-
carryover? No, the carryover starts in what? Race 6? Yeah.
Race 6, yeah.
Nothing really here. I kind of thought the 3 was Captain Obvious, but there's some others in here that I think can make some noise. But pass race for me.
Pass
How's it
race
going,
for
Oldy?
you.
It's
Pretty
carryover Saturday.
It is. We have the mandatory payout. Let me see where they are here so we don't miss the race. We still have a minute or two to talk about this race. We have the mandatory payout at Gulfstream. Again, repeat of last week. We have the Fairgrounds has a monster carryover, 135,000 in their pick 6 pool, and Aqueduct started a few minutes ago, their pick 6. That has about 90K. So it's New Year's Eve day, and Scotty will be along very, very shortly. But for those of you waiting on my GP notes, here they are. I kind of don't mind the 4 here, who has a victory over 68, moving up. Hasn't really run well the last couple times. The 3 is going to need some pace to run into. The 4 is 2 of 3 at the distance. And, maybe.
Yep. And track is good. So let's see if it can sustain that all the way around. Scott, Bluegrass Dan, Wiz, Alan, thanks for joining.
So here we go. Let's get out to Gulfstream as they're in the gate and ready to go.
The 44th running of the Rampart Stakes to a clean and level beginning. From the center, Amonra and Rosie's Halo, both quick off the blocks. Here's Longshot Dreaming of Snow, speeding through at the inside. Away and fourth is Unifying. The 2 favorites will begin last and second last. Very quite contrary just inside of Nostalgic, who's last of the lot. Out of the chute, onto the main track, past the opening quarter. Jockey Javier Castellano sends Dreaming of Snow to the top. 3 parts better than Amonra second. Halo's on the outside, third from Unifying, who settles in fourth for Irad. Down at the inside, it's Mary Quite.
Well, they're not flying, Oldie.
Nostalgic.
No, they're not.
Half mile.
One didn't get an easy lead either.
No.
Amonra second, Rosie's Halo third. Mary, Quite Contrary, locked
Looking
in
around.
fourth, followed fifth by Unifying, and Nostalgic is last. They went the opening half mile in 47 and 4 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Here's Amonra to have a crack at the inside horse, Dreaming of Snow. Still no place to go yet for Mary Quite Contrary. Held up between horses, Unifying. Alvarado has no choice. He's got to go widest of all on Nostalgic. He asked her to quicken, and she's on the far outside. Unifying got the shuffle in that exchange and is last of the lot. 3.5 from first to last, 1/4 mile left to go. Dreaming of Snow is still the target through 3/4 and 113 flat. Amonra is second. These 2 kick off the corner. Loose for the drive is Mary Quite Contrary. There's 1/8 mile to go. Dreaming of Snow digs in. Amonra next and down the center. Mary Quite Contrary tries to pick him up. 16th to go. Amonra's in front. Mary Quite Contrary, unstoppable. She'll get up to win it and wins by half a length in the end over Amonra second. Unifying third. Mary Quite Contrary, make no mistake about it. She knows where the wire is, and she's on top in the Rampart.
6.5 or 6, Oldie, for that one horse.
Yeah, maybe a little too long. You're right. All right. Welcome in, Scotty McKeever, Scotty Pick 6. Welcome. How are you feeling? I know you're a little under the weather.
What's up, guys? Yeah. A little bit under the weather, but never too sick to come join you guys and handicap and talk about horses.
Scotty, what a good cure for that is? Scotch.
Actually, that's not a bad idea, actually. It's good to see everybody. What's up, Tony? Deb Martin in the house. Alan. Hey, everybody. Scotty, Dan. Good to be with you guys. I was talking to Oldy earlier, Chris, about we've got this new algorithm called the horses to watch algorithm, and it's in the money. We've been testing now for about a month and a half, and it's been in the money 51% of the time, with an average win payout of over like 1460, 1480, something like that. What's
Yeah,
up?
you mentioned that one of the texts we had going back and forth, but I think Oldy's got the sheet for today, so we'll certainly be following those.
Yeah, we just had the 5 horse that won at the last race in the last race at Laurel. That was one of them. That one horse was one of them in here that at Gulfstream. I thought, okay, come on, maybe we'll get there.
Yeah, so here's the horses to watch algorithm for the late. They'll cover the late pick 5 at Aqueduct, Gulfstream, Laurel, the Gulfstream pick 6, late at Laurel, and then Santa Anita starts early at 2 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Eastern today. So I added the first couple races at Santa Anita on here as well for everybody.
Okay. Good. And we've got more, though. You've got more coming, right?
Right. We have a separate section just for the Fairgrounds pick 6, which I know everybody's interested in. And then we have the light tracks.
Okay.
On the West Coast.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. I need Valvini.
So,
not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. So lots of interesting horses here. So you have, for instance, in race 8 at Gulfstream, you have the 7.
Yeah. Now, remember, the important thing for everybody to know is that these horses are, in the money, right? Oh, the 7 scratched, Oldy.
Okay, sorry, I hadn't gone against
the 7 is scratched, but there is another horse that's very interesting, since you're in that 8th race, and that is the 8 horse, Sister Luann. That horse is not only the EquinEdge long shot. It's also 32% to win and 5-2 on the EquinEdge morning line and the top GSR.
You want to hear something else crazy, Scotty?
What?
Let me bring it up on that horse here for you. So that is race 8, correct?
That's race 8.
All right.
That could very well be a single.
All right. So top win, top GSR, E long shot. That data combo is 29% on all surfaces, 42% on turf.
Whoa, that's a really good stat right there.
Oldy, can you make that any bigger?
No, I'm just kidding, of course.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who's your audience?
I'm trying, actually. It's actually not cooperating. And Microsoft just logged me out. So hold on.
Thank you, Tony. What's up, Doug?
This didn't quite work, so I'm going to say.
I'm either going to go to the Scotch or I'm going to go to coffee. I haven't made up my mind yet.
Both.
Yeah. See, it increased the. Let's see if we do it this way, though.
Hey, Johnny, thanks for joining, Jotham.
Scotch.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. Guys, I'll be right back.
Going to get the Scotch. Okay, much better.
In this race, you also have a 4-star work on the 6. Which may be what you want me to show. Second best win percentage, top pace by 24 points, 4-star work. It's the second Saffy horse in the race. Gets his first call jockey in Zayas. They're 25% out of 573 races. Big E morning line angle, lightly raised, won a grade 2 sprinting on synthetic against much better. GSR drops 10 points here. First time routing. GSR is still good, but GSR indicates horses bred to sprint. Top 4 distances are all sprint distances. Question is, can she get the distance?
I think it might be up against it a bit, but certainly going to be a price, right?
You would think so, yes.
Might be one to include for sure.
And the 4 horse as well. I hope I didn't leave the 4 horse out here.
Which race are you on? Gulfstream what?
Race 8. I mean, we can start looking at this. I might have made a mistake on my ticket too, but nope, I got the 4. Okay. But when Scotty gets back here, we have Aqueduct race 5. We have Fairgrounds race 2. and Laurel race 5 coming up. And then we can probably go into, probably after Aqueduct, we can go into the Gulfstream pick 6. But on here, I do actually have a note on the 4-horse from previous races in that race too. Much the best, watch out. But we'll have to see. He does get IRAD. He doesn't work with Russell very often there, but these are what you get in my notes as well, which if you scroll up in the chat, the link's there. I can post it again later as well. I'll post the link to those horses to watch as well. And I'll throw that in after Aqueduct race 5 here, which starts the pick 5.
I do have a horse at Tampa I like in the 7th race, one of the races they left on the grass. That's not for a little while, so we get to squeeze that one in. We'll give that one a shot as well.
Any thoughts here on Aqueduct race 5?
I haven't really looked at Aqueduct because I'm off the Naira bandwagon.
Yes, you're not on the tour anymore.
No.
Well, I would say the one's a little interesting. Big pace advantage in the mud. Does seem to stop, but is getting some class relief. And you're getting a decent price at 4-1 there.
I would probably, if I was going to bet this race, I would go with just the second pick. Go with Dutro, first off the claim. Let him work his magic. Hello, Joe.
See, I'm thinking I think I'm 1-7 here.
I couldn't leave Dutro off here. He is
so 1-7-6.
30% first off the claim out of 17 horses.
It's a small sample size. So.
Yeah, but it's not like we don't know that he's done this before, right? The only negative I would say is that you're getting Lane Luzzy.
That is a negative. I forgot about Lane Luzzy. When's the last time you saw him?
Sam Houston.
That's a good point. I believe it was.
So a couple years ago.
So I'm playing a 1-6-7 exacta box then.
Ah, gotta add that 6 in there, huh?
Well, the price is right.
Bum, 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 bum. That is.
Bum, 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 bum. And the price on the 7's right too. So they're about to go in the gate. Hopefully we'll get Scotty back here to talk pick 6 at Gulfstream in a minute.
Let's see if I can get the sound to work. Let me know if you hear Chris Griffin. He's not talking.
Chris and his Griffin. All right, so Scotty, we went to Aqueduct race 5.
Okay.
We had a few minutes, and we wanted to wait to talk the pick 6 till we had you. Chris, they're loading in the gate right now. We're doing a 1-6-7 exacta box here. We have a big 8 pace advantage.
Yeah. I like the 4 a little bit, the EquinEdge top pick, and I also thought the 2 horse was a good long shot in there, but I had the 2, 4, 6, 7 is what I had.
Yeah, you can't throw Dutro out of here for sure.
Yeah, I thought the 2 was a good long shot, and then of course the 4 horse, Linda Rice, Poggi. I mean, this horse might run good. I mean, it's the EquinEdge top pick, 25%. There is some speed in here with Chateau, of course, but yeah, I'm thinking that I think the 6 or 7, one of those 2 horses, but I mean 7, 12-1, 5-1 in the EquinEdge morning line.
Yeah, I mean the 7's really interesting at 16-1. The 1 could just get an easy lead here though and be gone.
Could, no doubt about it. I mean, that's got a big pace advantage. Second off the layoff for Rodriguez, who's 14%. He's 20% first time out. So a lot of times you'll see, his best effort. I know they just took off.
That's all right. Chris is probably still watching races from the past there.
No,
Right.
I'm current. I'm currently. I've got it on Chrome, but you can't hear it, can you?
No, we can't, but it's okay. So the
one got
ones
pressed
on the lead,
by the 8 a little bit, though.
yep. 6 and 7 broke last and second to last. 6 doesn't look like, unless it's a furious run.
Nine's got a lot of horse.
Where's your 4? Somebody's coming up the rail.
The 3 on the rail.
Here comes the 1A, but
Yep.
it's going to be tough to catch this 9.
Yeah, it's going to be 9 1A, I believe. 9 1A 3, I believe, on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
All right, so
This is already fixing to be either a carryover or a nice payout.
yeah,
Oh, is
Right.
it double carryover going into today?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you beat the horse that probably 30 or 40% of people singled in that in race number 4 with the 8.
all right. So let's look here. Scotty, do you want to handicap or give out your pick 6 ticket at Gulfstream?
Let's see. We got 6 minutes before it.
We got 12 minutes before it.
12 minutes. Okay. Let's see here.
As the system decides to load. I'm not getting the system loading here.
Okay. So, yeah, let's see here. The site does seem a little slow right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm having the same issue.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's back working. Okay. I just texted Brad, but okay. So I'll tell you.
It's loaded, and then I cleared it off the screen like it. There we go. All right. So give me a sec here. I'll get this set up for you.
Okay.
It's mine.
Well, the EE long shot is getting bet. That's for sure.
In the first leg.
Yeah, the 3.
Yeah, the 3. Yeah. Well, it's got the top win percentage in the race, and it's also the top pace number. Wow, and it's 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. I don't know. How do you not single this horse?
And it's 3 out of 5 over the local service, including a win versus similar 2 back in September. And it's also the only horse with a good work.
So, Scotty, what budget do you want to use here?
120.
120. Okay.
That's the oldie bout. That's the oldie budget.
Yeah, we'll go over my ticket in a minute here. But all right, so that's what the system wants to do here, because I cleared everything out for you.
Okay.
It's going deep in leg 1.
For me, I'm using the 3, 7, 9 and 11. 3, 7, 9 and 11 the first leg.
3, 7, 9, 11. I believe I have that there. Okay.
And then I'm going 4, 6, 8.
4, 6, 8. I just went 4, 8 there, and I skipped the 6. Go ahead.
Single to the 8.
Single to the 8.
Oldie, add the 11 in leg 1.
Did I miss the 11? I thought I had it on there. Okay.
There you go.
Single to the 8. Okay. Last 3 legs. This race was really interesting because the win percentages and the picks are nowhere near each other.
No, they're not. I know. I was just noticing that same thing. I got 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9 in here.
1, 2, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. Can I show you a horse that might be of interest?
Yeah, please.
Can I sell you on a horse here?
Absolutely.
So, the 12 public sector, big GSR drop, absolutely, but also getting some class relief. I think the pace could set up very well for this horse. It is going to first time Saffy, which is 29%. It's going to be a bomb. You know, it's a grade 2 winner back in 2021 and it's just been facing too good.
Yeah, very interesting that this horse is in this race. Class wise, absolutely fits. Yeah, I mean, the post is not great.
No.
When you consider the horse really doesn't have any speed. I don't think there's a ton of pace in here, but I can understand why you'd want to be safe and add this horse for sure.
The other one that I like in here is the 7. Maker coming off the swap at Fairgrounds, first time synthetic. GSR pretty much stays the same, and I think the sore fits here too.
The problem with the 7 is, Chris, the problem with the 7, one, its form looks terrible, but 2, it needs to be like really near the pace. And there's 3 other horses faster than the 7, but I mean, I think what happens is you fall in, even with the 12, you guys, you fall into a trap of adding too many horses and then it costs you in later legs. That's the problem you're dealing with both those horses.
Yep.
Like if you went to some other legs and you said, okay, would I rather have the 7 and the 12, or would I rather have this one in race number 10 or this one in race number 11? If you do it that way, instead of only looking at this individual race and going, you know, I don't love this race, so I want to add as much. That's the way I would play my pick sixes in the past, because I would always get 5 out of 6, 5 out of 6. Yeah. And it was because of things like we're doing here with the 7 and the 12, honestly. But
no, you're not wrong with that too. That is a great thing to point out. I don't know if I would particularly use the 7 and the 12, but I've also been watching too much Turfway, and when you talk about a horse's form that looks horrible, man, send that horse to Turfway because they do great.
Well, and I'll also tell you, I think there is a lot of pace here. Maybe not fast horses, but there's going to be a lot of
competitive pace. Yeah.
For the lead here. I personally dropped the 2 off the ticket altogether. The 9 I only used because it was 3 of 3. And keep in mind the 6 is dangerous here. The 1 is getting weight relief here at 116 pounds too. This is a handicap.
Yeah.
But all right, so that's yours. And then race leg 5. Race 5. Race 10, I'm sorry, leg 5. Yeah.
Right, yeah, leg 5. Let's see here. So I'm going to single the 6 horse, O'Connor. And I just think that horse looks tough to beat. The layoff doesn't concern me with Saffy Joseph. He's 23% off the layoff. I mean, you're talking about, this is a grade 3 race. I mean, the horse is a grade 2 winner. And when you look at some of the other the other horses in here, they just don't look like graded horses. They look like allowance horses, really, to me. So Octane, the 7 horse, is an interesting long shot to me, especially on the lead. That's not the worst looking long shot in the world that maybe could go gate to wire. I'm actually more worried about that horse than I am any of the other horses, to be honest with you. But the 9 horse Gasoline, it looks okay. I mean, I know the horse ran in the Clark, and that was a tough race and won easily the time before that in the allowance race. Has a really good GSR, but I think O'Connor's going to find a way to get there.
All right, and then the last race.
And the last race, I'm doing it all.
All.
Well, I've locked everything else, so
So you're making it a pick 5.
Well, I've got, you know, the 8 singled, and I might, if you wanted to make it even smaller, you might even single the 3 horse here in the first leg. I might change up my tickets a little bit, and I might, you know, single all 3 on 1, or I might single the 3 on 1 with the 8. The 8's probably my best play of the day in race number 8.
all right. Well, here's Scotty's ticket, everybody.
You like the
Well,
8 there. I'm going to play a pick 3 to that 8 and hit the button a few times.
And my ticket's much bigger. It's a share with a group. And I know they ended up replaying it too because the shares went too fast. But here's my ticket, which goes much deeper in race 6, doesn't single. So I'm taking the 4 and the 8 as my narrow leg. And I did add the 10 here, who I have a note on. Closer has good enough races to have won here. And then race 9, I did add that 12. I'm 1, 5, 6, 9. I told you I got rid of the 2 here. And then I'm 6, 7, 9. Here's my concern on the 6 and the 9, why I didn't think you could single either of these horses. They both can win, and it's a mandatory, so you want to make sure that you continue to advance if you make it to leg 4. But the 6, you know, it's a further outside post. The horse doesn't have a lot of speed. I'm not sure that there's enough pace here for this horse to run into. The 9, the outside post, is a concern for me. I think they're the 2 best horses in the race. I think the 7, who is the top pick, the GSR supports the move to 2 turns. It's top pace. You're going to get a price. And, you know, the run style supports what you typically see win at Gulfstream at these distances. So I was not willing to be beaten on the front end. I will say that it's possible that Safi sends New York traffic as a rabbit here. O'Connor. But otherwise, Octane could really get away.
You guys, you know, another thing maybe we should mention here. I'm just seeing this now, so I apologize. And that is in race number 7, guys. Cruising Man. I mean, you're talking about 5 furlongs on the turf. Speed always holds there. Huge pace advantage, huge win percentage, top EquinEdge pick. Ortiz is aboard, and the jockey trainer combination is 45%. How's that 4 not a single?
Well, here's what I had to say about it. I'll answer that exactly. If the system lets me stay on the leg I was on. Hold on.
For some reason,
my exact answer to that is that the horse has stopped the last 2 times and is only 1 for 5 at the distance. And both times it's been caught was a similar SOR and level. The last 2 times out.
Well, it probably needed the last race and still hung in there, and it dueled the entire time. I would look at it a little bit differently. And then the time before that, it went on the shelf for a few months, so something happened there, and it broke from the 12 hole. And it was 33-1, so it wasn't even meant to do anything. So that would be my argument.
Okay. Understand. And this horse could easily go post here, so I'm just looking, making sure I don't lose track.
I got you covered.
I thought that if somebody had a chance to run this horse down at 5 furlongs, it was the 8 horse, the long shot. Its best races have come at this surface distance on this turf course. Plus, you know, Abreu gets a bump to Jose's win percentage when they pair together. You know, so those were my thoughts there. And then I close with 6, 7, 9 in the last. I did not like the 1. I thought the 4 has a chance to go gate to wire. That's the horse that scares me that I didn't use the long shot in the last. The 6 for McGahee, the 9, the lightly raced Chad Brown horse, and then the 7 Stone Age should be running late. And if there is more pace than the system thinks here, is going to be the primary beneficiary. Easy for me to say, right?
Scotty, if you like the 4 and the next and the 3 here, that double's paying 11-1 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm betting right now as you speak. And I'm also doing the pick 3, 3, 4, 8.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's take a look at the horses on the track then. Unless, Chris, you have some thoughts that we might have left off.
The only other thought I have in race 7 is I give somewhat of a look to the 1. I know it's 10-1. I know the system doesn't like it. It's 1%, but it's 1 for 2 GSR wise, and I think the GSR fits. It's just second off the bench for Toner.
Nope, first race with Toner.
Well, yeah, first race for Toner, but
20%.
Second off the bench. They moved this horse from Cassie to Toner.
And for me, the question really is, can this horse rate here at this level, and does it want 5 or 5.5?
Well, it's got to run that race it ran back in.
What's up, Jay?
And I'll also say the 6 was the second choice. I thought was a 5.5 horse for the most part.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey guys, check out this. I'm drinking some tea, and this is from Del Mar in 2011. I literally just found this. It was hidden in one of the closets, and it's in 2011. Del Mar made this for me when I hit the pick 6 for $1.2 million, and they put a picture of every single race.
Nice.
How cool is that? Right?
That's really cool.
If that's not a keepsake, I don't know what is.
Wow.
Yep, and it says, I don't know if you can read this. It says, pick 6 winner, 1 ticket, $1,109,000. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see that. You guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's cool.
Thought I'd share that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. What's up, Kent?
You need another one of those 1.1 million.
Well, they took away the $2 denomination, Chris, which believe me, I'd be firing. I would be firing left and right if they still had the $2.
Fire.
Yeah, the dollar one's okay. The only problem with the dollar one is it doesn't generate enough carryovers.
That's exactly it. Even the dollar is great. It's better than 50 cents or 20 cents for sure. But I meant, look, there's enough wagers for the smaller better.
Yeah.
Which is great. There should be. But for the bigger better too, to raise these pools, they want to play for bigger money. That's just my take on it. You know, that's my own opinion.
Yeah, I think what the smaller denominations do is it allows the smaller guy just to throw more horses against the wall to see which one sticks.
Right.
I see that Santa Anita did get rid of the trifecta is now a dollar base.
Yeah, all of those.
I think
the exacta too, isn't it? Is the exacta too?
Exacta's always been $1, but the try was 50 cents.
Yeah.
The pick 3 was 50 cents. And with a lot of those short fields there, the payouts just suck. I mean, I can't remember the last time I played one out there at 50 cents.
Yeah.
You've got to play it for more, use less horses, and bet small to win a little bit bigger.
Well, and you know this, Chris, because we've had this discussion. I vehemently disagree. I think that the $1 denomination is a terrible idea. I think it chases away potential casual players who may become bigger players and chases them away from the game. And we need to grow pools by growing the number of people who are playing at this point, because otherwise we're just playing with the computers and our money. And for me, the catch weight between the rainbow denomination of 20 cents, $2 plays is 50 cents. And that's what Sam Houston was. I thought that was a great denomination because it does keep you from loading up the way 20 cents does. And it also allows and keeps the casual player in the game by not having, by allowing them still a chance to win?
Well, first of all, you can't play Sam Houston thoroughbreds anymore because
Well, I know.
they don't do that. And second of all, the data just says that you're wrong because the
The
dollar
data says the pools go up. It does not say that the casual players, that money is not coming from new players. It's not attracting new people to the game. Winning.
Yeah, I don't, Oldy, I'm on Chris's side on this. I don't think the 50 cent or $1 is going to make the difference of attracting somebody to the game. And the other thing is that what's going to turn people off from the game is when they go over and because you already have the takeout. So when you go over and you hit something and you're expecting to get back $2,000 and you get back 600, that is really discouraging.
Yeah.
And it's just.
But the casual player doesn't know that. And B is typically a sports bettor who is willing to accept less than 1-to-1 odds on a sports bet.
Yeah, but the casual bettor
So
isn't.
if I turn around to 3 or 4-to-1 odds on a horse bet, and I'm used to getting, minus 110 on a sports bet, which one is actually better for me? And we don't
Well,
talk about it.
That's a different conversation, but
Yeah,
I honestly, I don't think. Sorry, Chris. I don't think that the casual bettor is not playing horses because of that. I think they're not playing because they don't understand the game because it's so complicated. That's what I think. And
you are 100% right there because the casual bettor isn't going to the more complicated bets. A few weeks ago, I was down at the Silks Poker Room, and there was an older gentleman there that I knew from before, and he had his 2 grandkids coming to town. They were going to go to the races, and he said, "What should I do for them at the races?" I said, "Give each kid $3 a race. There are 9 races, $27 a kid, and tell them to bet trifectas. Pick 3 horses, but they have to toss the first and the second ones. And pick 3 other ones. They hit 2 of them."
5-2 favorite unified
$1,500
weekend under jockey Radder T. Antonio Sato.
Oh yeah.
Respect for
What's
3
up, Gary?
Chapelou. Javier Castellano riding for Steve Badu. 7-2 action. Artemis Bridge.
Laurel 5. Wiz, what happened in Laurel 5? Did we have a price play in there?
Also some money for 9 Gucci Bra.
We might have had the
horses to watch winner.
Unified
we had the 3 horses to watch.
Now.
Boom.
Paid 1080.
Here's Ready, Seek,
Nice.
Burning
All right.
Man.
Thanks, Wiz, for the update on that.
Wiz
Wiz is a very valuable member of our team.
Yeah, he is. Always has been. All right, so we're approaching $1.2 million in this Rainbow Pick 6 pool. Mandatory payout here. And the 11 horse is your lukewarm favorite at 3-1. I'm singled to the 3 horse, the EquinEdge long shot at 7-2.
El
in this
Socio,
field of
Truce, the big
11
long
horses.
shot to the outside. He's 50-1.
3 should be on the lead.
$1.4 million.
Let's go gate to wire.
Last chance to send it in there in the gate. And
it broke slow.
Level beginning. El Socio bounces away quickly and looks for the early advantage. Backwoods Boogie and Wicked Surprise on the go from the inside. Backwoods Boogie to the top. Wicked Surprise is away.
Guys, I think the 3 can rate just fine.
Chapelou saves ground to take over.
And
fourth, fifth
I'm not hating on that. I'd rather the jockey stay patient and sit behind the 1.
He's racing in the 3 path. Moving up on the inside of him, and now improving a spot is Unified Weekend, a race together with Watch the Music. Out wide on the course goes Gooch Go Bras. They charge into the backstretch. 2.5 lengths back to the outside.
I prefer this than dueling with 2
Dazzling Truth
big long
third
shots.
last. Burning Man is second last.
Right
the
now.
early trailer. That trailer is on still. Quarter time was 24-2. Down the backstretch they go. Backwoods Boogie has the lead. Wicked Surprise latched on to him second. El Socio in the blue on the outside. Far outside. Ready, Seek, Go. Chapelou's in the pink. He's behind the speed looking for a way out. Artemis Bridge is in between horses. Moving up on the far outside and trying to improve from there. Unified Weekend together with an improving Gooch Go Bra. He's in traffic. Then back to Burning Man. Trying to get underway from the back is Dazzling Truth. Honesto is still last. All to play for here as they round the far turn. It's a 3-wide sweep from El Socio to take the lead. Chapelou looks for room from the outside. He now hooks 4 wide to go on the attack. Martinez Bridge is next. Meanwhile, Gonzalez thread the needle there with Gooch Go Bra. Now he needs to find clear racetrack. He's on the move with horse Gooch Go Bra. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Now here's Chapelou surging forward on the outside to take the lead. Gooch Go Bra.
Got it.
between
You got
them.
it.
Time.
They come past
You
the
got
eighth
it.
hole. The leader is Chapelou. Gucci
You're
Bra
home.
loose, but out of time. Javier Castellano for Steve Badu. Chapelou wins. Gucci Bra second.
Boom,
Third was
Scotty,
El
boom.
Socio. Close for fourth. Honesto closing from
Wow.
last.
Let
Trying to
me
get a
give you
slice
the official
with
boom
Backwoods
of
Boogie.
the
39-3.
On win
Oh, we
bet,
have
of the
that's
strat
boom.
run.
win bet, double, and triple.
All right, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Wiz.
All right, that deserves some
Excellent.
bourbon.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
Guys, can you hit the, if you're
Thanks,
on Twitter,
guys.
can
Thank you,
you
Tony.
hit the little
Heart
heart
button?
button, both the likes and you can send us hearts. And if you're on YouTube, can you please hit the like button for us?
Yeah, then log out, have your spouse log in, and have her hit it. We take them as we get and get them.
Yes, exactly. But we'd appreciate it on the show. Helps get attention to the show from the platforms, and we want to continue to be able to bring you the show and bring it to more users. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it does, Todd. It makes me feel better. For sure. Thanks, Jay. Thank
All right,
you.
now we got a few things to come through. Did you singled that 8 in the race 8, right?
I singled 3, 4, 8, and that's what I've got in my ticket. Plus, I did bet I'm going to be good no matter what because I bet the 3 to win as well.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
I'm covered in all that. But that horse is 12-1 on the morning line, folks, but 5-2 on the EE morning line. So
Here,
hopefully we can get there.
See if
If
I have
the-
it up here. Here we
If
go.
the 4 wins, that's going to be huge. I mean, that 3 went off at 4-1, and I had a nice win bet, so I'm happy. I'm good no matter what.
And I think did you bet that double as well, Scotty? There,
I
the
did.
3 to the 4.
3 to the 4. Yeah.
That is, it was paying $11 when it went off, and it floated up to $13. 13 to 1.
Nice.
Justin
We'll take it.
Justin also, just looking at this, he has a double to the 4-8. He has a 3-4-6 straight pick, $50 pick 3, starting in the flag with the 3. He has a 3-4-8-6 $20 pick 3, and he also had $50 to win there.
Hey, Oldy, I know you probably didn't show this, but you guys, okay. So listen, starting at Laurel Park, race number 3, somebody just texted me. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Okay.
The horse to watch was the 2 in race number 3. In race number 4, it was the 5, and in race number 5, it was the 3. So it hit the pick 3.
Huh.
Straight, nice.
And that algorithm is winning 15% of the time with an average payoff. It's like 1460, 1480, but it's in the money 51% of the time. So we're going to offer this as part of a new package that we've got coming up, and we're going to put that. But I wanted to kind of give a test run to it. But we've been testing it for a month and a half, so we already know it's good. But this is pretty cool.
What were those races, Scotty? 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5?
Yeah.
4,
So
5,
starting in
8.
race number 3, go to race number 3, Oldie. It was the 2 horse was the horse to watch. You have it. You'll see it on the email, Oldie, that I sent you. But it was the 2, and then in race number 4, the 5, that was the horse to watch as well. And then in race number 5, it was the 3 horse.
Yeah, so
That's 100 to 1 pick 3.
How great is that?
at $1, yes.
At $1, yeah.
Yeah, straight pick 3.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Now, what I've been seeing, guys, I've been seeing horses. I was telling Oldie this, Chris, 70 to 1, 50 to 1, big long shots get second. I haven't seen one win yet, but I've seen a ton of seconds, a ton of thirds. So this algorithm is more about just giving. It's horses that you wouldn't necessarily look at. You know what I mean? A lot of times, and so that kind of gives you confidence, especially if maybe some of the other metrics like the horse too. You know what I mean? Then all it does is it gives you a little nudge, doesn't it? Like, hey, you know what? Another algorithm that is super good is saying, hey, watch out for this horse.
Yep.
Reminds me of the old ticket generator.
I find that super, super important. Another thing, guys, too, we're building the algorithm right now for the simulated race. That's being built right now as we speak. And yeah, And the link feature, which will have race replays. We should have live streaming on our site. I'm hoping in the next couple of months as well. Race replays, the link feature. Some of you have seen that before. You can go back into races more in depth. That's a really cool thing, and you can watch the race replays from there. So it makes it. Sometimes watching race replays is a pain in the butt on some sites because you're handicapping and you got to go somewhere else just to see the race. And it's going to be really cool. But
interesting. So Scotty, one of the Wiz just pointed this out. Oldy, if you go to Laurel Race 6,
right in front of me.
Yeah, we had
have another one.
The coaching class one night, and this was the owner.
He owns it,
and he claimed this horse to run it at Laurel, and he specifically wanted to know all the GSR stuff about it. So we kind of went through that. He did not win that particular day, but he's back here trying again for the 9th time. Looks like they're dropping the horse back down.
Yeah.
Twirling it. Which horse is it?
The 10. Twirling.
Got it. Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Well, it's dropping in class. I mean, it has that going for it. GSR is about the same. Wish you all on paper it doesn't look very good, but it is, at least it's dropping in class.
For sure.
They claimed it off of Pletcher for 16 grand.
Yeah, and then put it with a low percentage trainer though.
Yeah.
I think it looks like this horse. I think this horse is better on the turf than the dirt. From what I can see.
Yeah. And I would say also that Pletcher doesn't put good horses in for 16K.
Well, and I emailed the guy after the race and told him he needed a new jock too. The guy is a Mike Allen anchor. Mike Allen would be an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean Brittany Russell is trying to become the first woman to win the year-to-year training title in Maryland. And she's going into today, she was 3 races ahead of Jamie Ness for that. So I'm going to figure that her and her husband are going to be live on the 6-horse Super Bourbon here.
Did you order Laurel, Oldy?
I do have Laurel, yes. And I look out for the Ness horse, the 8, the first time starter here, who's the top pick that you're getting 6-1 on right now. Any other thoughts here? I'm probably going to put a win bet in on that 8 horse.
Let's see here. I'm looking right now.
I'm keeping an eye on it. They haven't gone to the gate yet.
Well, the thing I do like about the first time starter 8, we're talking about Laurel, right?
Yep.
Is that bullet drill 2 back over at Parks. Like that's, that indicates that the horse has some speed. The pace number is not suggesting the horse really has a lot of speed. But again, the pace number isn't as accurate with first time starters. It has the top GSR. It's 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line, top EquinEdge pick, and 20%. And it's got that gate drill. I would imagine that the horse is probably live.
Yeah, and the other horse that's a little interesting to me is the Dutch Row horse, the 7. That just missed. So this horse is 26%. Second choice, currently sitting at 9-2 and just missed at similar, let's call it, at Aqueduct, and he's shipping it to Laurel, probably thinking maybe he found a softer spot here. The other thing about the 8 that I'll mention is they could have run this horse at Parks and chose to ship it here when he's competing for a trainer title.
Good point.
So I am playing the 8 to win. I'm also playing a 7-8 exacta box.
Obviously, the 7
You're in
is
the gate,
the
Oldy.
player here. The 7 doesn't. The 7 might show some, decent speed though, but the 7 is cutting back in distance. Which so the horse could be pretty far back.
Urban is 3-2.
Yeah, I like this first time start. In a race like this, I'm always going to go for a first time starter. And the other thing I'll go for is in the EquinEdge long shot. The EquinEdge long shots seem to do well in very competitive races when you're trying to sniff something out and you can't figure it out. For me, I would probably do a win on the 8 and an exacta box 3-8. Now, that being said, guys, the 8's kind of dead on the board. I would think those connections would be betting this horse.
You would think.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well, they may be waiting till the last minute too, if they're getting a price like this.
The 6 horse is being bet pretty hard on this drop in class.
One back.
You know what? I don't have a strong opinion in here. Let's see what happens.
They need to straighten the camera out though.
Dave Weaver, glorious day here at Santa Anita.
And
they're
they're
off.
off. Guapados and Super Bourbon very fast away from the gate. Infinite Series moving up on the
All right,
inside.
so the
and
6 was
Motivo
definitely
right
live.
there, a close
Yeah.
fourth. Brushback is racing fifth down the backstretch run. And Common Prosperity and Fast Forward and Twirling Express racing second last position now. Passes a couple, and Fire and Knives is well back. Heading into the turn, Super Bourbon leads the way. Super Bourbon gets away from Guapados, leads the
Seven's
length.
live.
Motivo's kicking
Yeah.
up on the outside. Here's Motivo.
8's going the wrong way.
Motivo after Super Bourbon. So
I
Super
doubt you're going
Bourbon,
to catch this
Motivo,
6, though,
1-2
honestly.
into the
This
turn.
6 was
3
live.
from home.
You can tell by the way it
Guapados
got
back
hit.
in third.
They got the
Infinite
lead.
Series is in fourth.
7's already
Twirling
all out.
Express is next in fifth, and Brushback on the inside. Ridden for more has 7 to make up. They race to
Here
the top
comes
of the
the
stretch.
EquinEdge
and
long
past the
shot
quarter
3.
pole. Super Bourbon turns for home. Super
this
Bourbon
5 horse.
kicks away by 2. Guapados game and try to come back more on the inside. And Motivo
The
right there
EquinEdge long shot on the
alongside of that
outside.
one.
Here
They
comes
followed
the
by
8.
Brushback and Infinite Series way out in the middle of the
Look at
track.
this
Furlong
8.
left to go.
Not
Super
gonna
Bourbon holding by
quite get
2.
there, I don't
On the
think.
outside,
I think
Infinite
the 8 and 3
Series
are
is
both
coming.
going to
Here
catch the
comes
6.
Brushback, very game. Brushback charging hard.
No,
and Super
they're not gonna
Bourbon.
catch it.
Super Bourbon holding on.
Needed
Super
like
Bourbon
2
wins
more
it
bob.
handily.
We had the
From
right 3
Brushback
horses.
second, then it was Infinite Series.
Say 3.
And Motivo Guapados.
Motivo Guapados. So we're 6 minutes.
It's now
to
time for the
Santa
late pick 5 at Gulfstream Park.
Hold on. We're 6 minutes to Santa Anita race 1 here.
Oh
which
yeah,
opens-
we gotta play a pick 5. So we have a horse to watch. Oldie, have you shown all the horses to watch yet, or just some of them?
So this was in the group that I showed, but let me
It
pull
was.
that up here. So
we might
here
want to show.
So the 6 Gambler,
Okay.
and then for the pick 6, we also have race 2, the 6 Giant Candy. So we have 2.
So we have
Here in the
6
first
and
2
6
races.
in race number 1 and 2.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back.
Now remember, you guys, when you're playing these horses, they're not. Although what's interesting is the 6 is the top win percentage in the race, but again, you don't want to. These aren't necessarily to bet to win.
And hasn't run poorly down the hill in the past.
Yeah.
So
Is this race down the hill?
Yes.
No,
No, it's not. It's
No,
not.
it's not.
They moved it off the hill. Chris
They
told me
moved
that.
it off the hill. Yeah, but this horse has burned some money as well too. Does it look like the type of horse that has to have the lead, you guys? It's not going to get the lead, that's for sure in here.
Yeah. I mean, it looked much better in Europe going 7 furlongs than it's looked here. But, it does get to Tory.
Yeah, he's going to have to get this horse to relax for sure. Now, the workouts, I mean, if you look at the workouts, this horse is training. Well, I don't know how good the works are, but they're fast.
Yeah. So what budget do you want to put together towards this?
All right, 120 for a pick 5.
120. Sounds good.
Okay.
System wants to use it. It is dropping the E top pick, the 1, who is also, and I'm going to mention this because Chris knows me on it, that I'm going to mention this. Last stop Breeders' Cup horses are what percentage? 9% next race out.
Yeah.
But
They are super low, and they're shortening this. Well, the horse doesn't really have much speed, does it?
Mm-mm.
nope.
I know, but man, I mean, yeah. When I look for graded horses, I look for a horse that's recently been running in graded races that has been right there. I mean, the 4 kind of fits that bill, you guys. Or I look for up and coming horses that look like they can be a graded horse. But
3, anybody? Long shot?
Not for me.
Let's see here. Graded wise. A horse that we should watch out for 100% at 17-1 is the 11. That's for sure, especially at 6.5 furlongs. It's been off a layoff for Mark Cassidy. This horse absolutely is a good long shot. Yeah, I absolutely have to use that horse. I think we should spread in this race.
So add the 3, add the 1.
Yeah, I've got and I
where's your single would be my question.
Okay, so I'm adding the 2. So I'm going to tell you what I've got in the first leg for sure. It's 1 through 4, 6, 10, 11.
The 4 has a 4-star work as well, just as a heads up.
Okay, yeah.
4, 6, 10, 11. I believe that's what I have on my screen. Okay.
And
reorganize.
Is the 4-horse Grand Tiger a single? I know we have the horse to watch, Giants Candy. Maybe don't want to get beat by that. Maybe, and then I've got a note on Zigzag, the 2. I mean, this horse definitely fits at this level and seems to be in really good form. It's the EquinEdge second pick. And then I'm going to look at the who's got the pace. The 4 and the 6 are the pace. So why don't we? So 2, 4, 6.
2, 4, 6. Okay. And then
the next leg. I mean, I think you can. I mean, 1, 5, and 6 for sure.
You have a big pace advantage on this 3.
Let's see here.
I don't think much of it, but they.
Let's see. Well, okay, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll look in the past performances for these horses when they get the lead, and this horse barely hung on when it did get the lead, and that was with a 70 GSR against a 58 group. I don't see it.
Okay.
So let's do 1, 5, and 6 in there.
Okay.
I think the 3 Good Juju can probably be a single unless you guys think otherwise.
It could.
But he did lose the last couple of times.
He's 1 for 8 at this distance.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to leg 5 and see if we can find is there a possible single we could take a risk on?
You do not have a lot of turf breeding here. What's the workout on the 7? Papa, he's 7, not very good with
what race, Oldy?
Race 5 at Anita. We're
race 5 at Anita. Yeah, I
3 stars.
I mean,
I think that the 2 horse or the 6 horse would be 7 horse. Oh, the 7 horse came up as a horse to watch, didn't it?
Let me check and see if that's in the later ones.
And the 2 has a 3-star workout as well.
All right, so you want to single
the 7 you know what I would do? Since the 3 has burned so much money, why don't we take a chance and single the 5 horse in leg 4?
5 horse.
Simba Warrior.
All right.
Just since we don't have a ton of time.
That leaves us at
157.50.
I have us at 126.
Oh, because I added I've got in leg number 5, I've got all the horses but the 5.
All but the 5. I get yelled at when I do that, and then the 5 wins. But there you go.
5 can't win.
I think the 3 is a single in race 5.
So Scotty, Oldy, King in the chat is saying that the 7 in race 5, the sire is 20% first-time starter turf.
And that's a horse to watch.
Yeah, it's Oscar performance.
You guys want to take a chance and single it?
Why not?
Go for it. Single the 7 sneaker.
You're getting the right price there, right?
Let's try it.
So let's try it this way then.
6
There's
to
your
1 morning line.
750. You're all in race 4 instead of
Top GSR.
Yeah, all in race 4.
All right, let's see here. We're going into the gate. Or are
Not
we?
the Golden
No,
Gate.
we're not yet. I will tell you, I was starting to say this, I like the 3 as a single in race 5. It has not gotten the lead before, is Doug O'Neill. I really like this effort here, which kind of tells me this horse probably needs the lead, but is going to be tough on the lead the way it battled.
Well, I don't necessarily think you're wrong.
No, you're not. Look who's riding.
Yeah, I saw that too. But it just looks like a really wide open race, and I why not just try it? I singled the 7.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Okay.
But some people can make the decision to single the 3, and that would not be you couldn't go wrong either way.
All right. So here's
I can tell you that on what I bet it twice. I bet this ticket twice, and I singled the 7. And I did all in race 4. That's how I played it.
Okay.
That sounds
that's
like
the way
a Scotty ticket.
Yeah. This is the way I put it together for you.
You know why?
Based on what you said.
You know why, guys? Because it's like if you have to take some risks if you're going to get the big payouts. You have to. You just have to. You have to like do things that against the grain. And singling a horse like the 7 would be one of those things.
To make things more fun, right now Gulfstream's a minute to post, and here let's go to try box here. We'll throw Golden Gate on here as well, so we're quad box here.
Wow. He's going full on red zone channel.
Yep, but it does look like they're a little further away at Gulfstream than they are. It's Anita. Hopefully they won't go off on top of each other.
Guys, the 4 horse was just 3 to 5 over at Gulfstream Park. I like that. I like that it's getting bet. I don't care what the odds are right now because
I like that we're getting 13 to 1 on the double.
13 to 1 on the double.
And we already got the win bet.
Yeah.
Actually, Oldy, you got 7 boxes up there. There's 3 of us too.
That's true. All right, I will go to full screen as soon as they load, as I try to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Gulfstream will go. They're not going to go at the same time. I guarantee it.
And then after Gulfstream runs, Scotty, do we want to start talking about the Fairgrounds pick 6?
Absolutely.
Carryover.
Yep.
Or we could go to Mahoning Valley race 7.
Opening on December 25th,
Maybe.
1934.
We might actually have a
sadly
horse
passed away right here at
watch
Santa
there.
Anita Park on January 27th, 1972.
I didn't check to see how Topher was doing.
Forbidden Kingdom coming up.
He got a big price in leg 1. Let's see, did his single hit? It did not. He was single to the 2.
Here's Tahoe Sunrise.
Leg 2.
Front Run the Fed going in.
Front Run the Fed.
Dancing Buck.
Okay, so at Santa Anita, the horse to watch is the 6 horse, but we're spread.
I'm a Gambler will be the last one to load. There they go.
There they go.
There they go. They're off.
On the far outside, Dancing Buck.
Channeling his inner
Here's
turn kilo.
Forbidden Kingdom flashing that gas, and he's in hand and right on even terms with the front runner. Daniel's Magic is a close.
I didn't even.
Tahoe Sunrise.
I didn't even know about it, Ken. Man, they needed to promote that a little bit better.
Johnny Padres following that pair as they head toward the half-mile pole. Olympic runner with the white cap. Balnikov won from the fence. Lucky Score is second to last, and at the back of the field is Front Run the Fed. 10 lengths covers them. Forbidden Kingdom tugging hard leads the way into the far turn. Has it by about a half a length to Dancing Buck, who puts the pressure on now in second. They are followed by Daniel's Magic, Turn on the Jets. Tahoe Sunrise takes third outside of that pair, followed by Johnny Padres. Olympic Runner is caught very wide, turning for home. On the outside, up to take the lead is Dancing Buck. Forbidden Kingdom fights right back and now has
Nobody's
his
really
chestnut head
coming.
in front at the
No.
furlong pole.
No.
He and Dancing
That's
Buck
the
putting
problem.
up the
Four
show.
win.
Boys,
With Turn on the
looks like
Jets,
he's
3
gone.
lengths back in third, and Forbidden Kingdom.
Oh, 4.
Resolute
Okay.
turns away a
We
big
didn't have the
bid from
13.
Dancing Buck to win the Joe Hernandez.
No, and we talked about that. I
There
mean,
a
it
photo
was
for third. Turn on the Jets.
that one
Daniel-
wasn't a big surprise there. It had it had the 4-star work,
Yep.
and you got a decent enough price, mainly because the field was so big. But that's the only thing I don't like about the 6.5. So from the chute there down the hill, this is a different race.
Oh, 100%.
Well, and at 6.5, for whatever reason, unlike 5.5, you can go gate to wire. 5.5 is a much tougher distance.
It's like
to
a
go gate to wire.
conveyor belt to a certain extent. All right, Gulfstream, as advertised, did not run on top of Santa Anita. So
They do that on purpose, which is good. They know to hold up Gulfstream. They're smart like that. Not all of them coordinate well enough, but they won't run Gulfstream on top of Santa Anita at the same time.
It was annoying last night in the coaching class because we only had 2 night tracks running. Well, 3, Penn, Turfway, and Delta. But Delta and Turfway were like right on top of each other.
Yeah, speaking of that, everybody, if you haven't joined the coaching classes yet and you want to learn more about EquinEdge, or even like look at situationals that happen within each race, we show live races and a coaching class, maximum of 20 people. You can go to EquinEdge.com and you can sign up. It's free to join, and the classes are fun. And we're gambling and having fun and learning, and it gives you some insight to more of how to use EquinEdge if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I do the Friday night ones. It's bourbon and betting. So we kind of sip a little bourbon, and then we kind of go over the betting end of things and how to use the system and to find horses, and then more importantly how to bet them. Because as I say all the time, we could give you tomorrow's winners today, and there's still
The horses are
population.
It
still wouldn't know how to bet them right.
Yeah.
Coming up, moving in, race number 7, starting leg of the late pick 5.
Guys, I see this as a 4-6 cold exacta. I think the 8 horse is the type of horse, the EquinEdge long shot to get third.
Midnight
I see a
Ramblin',
4-6-8
the first three to
cold.
go up. Here's Larry Johnson's charge, When I Get to Heaven, under Paco Lopez. Cruisin' Man.
Cruising for a bruising. Man.
Looks like a small tack adjustment for Cruisin' Man. Want to get the saddle set right. On our way to $500,000 in this late pick 5 pool. Richie and American Speed. Patter Pop Racing's
There
famous
were
jet
two-
will take the outside gate.
2 races last night. I think 7 horse fields, and the system had it 1st to 7th via win percentage. That's how they finished.
So it's 3-5 Cruisin' Man, 4-1 Richie,
I've not seen
5-1
them before.
famous gent.
All right.
Speed has absolutely been
And the
dominating.
tropical turf.
Fairgrounds as well,
Okay.
guys. The 5.5 furlongs at Fairgrounds.
Speed.
Every time.
And they're off. Beautiful start for Cruisin' Man. He timed the start excellent and will lead early from Richie and When I Get to Heaven, 2nd and 3rd. Famous Gent is out in 4th, so the favorites are away 1, 2, 3, 4, followed 5th by American Speed. Second last early is Immortalization, and the early trailer is Midnight Ramblin'. Half a mile from the finish, Cruisin' Man with a lot of hopes in his hooves. He's on top to the turn by a length. Richie 2nd. At the rail, When I Get to Heaven is now 3rd. Outside 4th is the gray Famous Gent, 2 in front of American Speed, then Immortalization and Midnight
Paco on
Ramblin'.
the 3 is
Run
looking
to the top
really
of the stretch. Here
dangerous
comes
right now.
Paco on When I Get to Heaven, charging after Cruisin' Man up front. Away third now is Richie at the inside. American Speed. They're at the top of the stretch. Cruising Man better go to work, as When I Get to Heaven is right alongside. There's an eighth of a mile to go. When I Get to Heaven striding forward to take the lead. Cruising Man emboldened by the challenge and tries to fight back. Cruising Man and When I Get to Heaven. When I Get to Heaven and Cruising Man. Here's the wire. Cruising Man.
Whoa.
Cruising Man.
I would
Third away
assume
When I Get to
inquiry
Heaven
there.
and
There was definitely some
55 and one.
bumping.
Oh, giving your inquiries in the bumping. They don't take anybody down there ever. Give us our 13-1 and be happy.
Well, let's see if the two of them punch each other.
Wow.
That was the old Paco and Irad.
I felt like the 3 was coming out on the 4, if
Yeah.
anything, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm not certain.
Look, you can see the 3 leaning in. Paco, that's why Paco was struggling, because the 4 didn't do anything.
No,
Paco's been riding so well though lately.
Irad has a personal
Riding
get out
better
of
than
free card.
Saez.
Yeah, Irad has a get out of free card. He has dirt on all the stewards,
Probably.
or his agent
All right,
does.
let's see if they post anything, and if they don't, we'll go start talking Fairgrounds picks.
I'll tell you what, that's not a horse you want to rely on too often, honestly. Like, that was a big pace advantage for that horse, and like, it was all out.
Aqueduct coming up here. We have the 1A on the and that they're at 0 minutes to post. Currently at 6-1, the 1A, who is on the horses to watch list.
Okay, Scotty, let's see what that if that 8 got bet down any much in the double. So here are your double payoffs with the 4. I'm going to give you the top 3. The 4-4 is 3-1. The 4-9 is 11-1, and the 4.
The stewards have lit an inquiry. Foul claim lodged here. The stewards are looking at the top 2 in the run down the stretch. There's a foul claim by Paco Lopez, rider of 3. When I Get to Heaven, he's claimed foul against jockey Irad Ortiz Jr., rider of the 4, Cruising Man, the unofficial winner. Stewards inquiry looking at the same possible infraction. Top 2 blinking here.
This is just like yesterday.
Yep. Let's see the replay.
Look, that's Irad telling the rider on the 8, I'm going to beat the hell out of Paco when I get off the phone.
Well, they haven't shown us a head on, so it's really hard to make a judgment too.
Yeah, they'll get the whole sweeps up here. There we go.
Yeah, guys, we're coming now.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday too.
Oh,
We're coming down.
I heard that yesterday.
yeah.
All day. Oh, it's all the chat. As soon as it happened.
Yeah, but there's no trying to fit into a space that wasn't there this time. All right, so here comes the 1A going super wide, running late at Aqueduct. I don't think he's going to quite get there.
There's no way this horse is not coming down. That head on
Was brutal.
Did he make contact with the 3?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah.
And he wound up coming out about 7 lanes when you add up all the times he came out.
You cannot see that from the pan view, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like you look at it, you cannot see that.
And there, and then this one.
Why don't they have drones at Gulfstream?
That's brutal, guys. That is so brutal.
Yeah, you know where they don't have sport. You know where they don't have.
Yeah, we need the Naira stewards here. Good point.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, it's made worse by Irad didn't switch. You know, he didn't really adjust his whip. I don't feel like there either.
Well, there's no room when you're that close to the other guy. When you pull the whip back, you're going to hit the jockey. When they're that tight, you can't just move it to the other hand and start going to town. Because Paco's going to town right-handed. That isn't helping matters either.
No. Do we want to wait this out, or do we want to start taking a look at Fairgrounds, and then somebody keep one eye on this?
Pick 6 coming up at Fairgrounds.
Yeah, go to Fairgrounds.
Yeah, we got to. Oh no, pick 4.
No, yeah, we have a couple races before.
Oh, we have a couple of races.
Before.
So we have a race before. So yeah. I say we stay here since we have a race before.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
That is such a drag. It really.
Tony's
is.
right. They should DQ the 3. Place him last. Just because.
That would be the Naira decision. Because he didn't relieve the pressure on the outside.
Those guys are priceless.
Tony's calling the 8. The 8 comes up in second. Let's see here. Yeah.
Larry Colmus is saying no DQ.
Really?
Why am I not hearing him?
He probably just got the text because you're not watching TVG.
Are you serious?
Well, that's what Bluegrass Dan said. I'm not following TVG. Larry is probably opining on this. That's his prediction that there will be no DQ.
Oh,
yeah, that's. It looks like if there was an obvious DQ, it's this one. Yesterday's was not as obvious.
You're just piling on. You want them to leave this 4 up.
I know I do. And this is the same attitude I took yesterday with the 4 and the 5 yesterday.
It's Florida, man. We got weird rules here.
Justin thinks the 4 is coming down too, I think.
Yep.
Wait, they didn't announce it, but they're showing the 3. They clearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, after reviewing the films of the race, the stewards have upheld
Sorry,
the claim
everybody.
of foul. The number 4, Cruisin' Man, was guilty of interference in the run down the stretch, costing the chance of the 3 the chance at the victory. The stewards have disqualified number 4, Cruisin' Man, from first to second. Number 3, When I Get to Heaven, is now placed first. The new number is already on the TV monitors and the infield board. It's 34817.
I think Paco is going to be getting to heaven soon when Irad gets done with him.
All right, we got 1 minute to.
Well, that's disappointing.
7.
Yeah, that's a drag. All right.
You've Laurel race 7, and then we got Fairgrounds race.
There. By the way, guys, there is a horse I do like. We'll talk about that in race number 5 at Fairgrounds. Race number 4 at Fairgrounds is going off soon, guys. And the 5 horse, 2 words, the EquinEdge top pick, sure looks like tough to me. Just one to watch.
Fairgrounds.
It's 9 to 5 right now, but that is a big pace advantage for this second off the layoff for this 3 horse.
Yeah,
so maybe,
jumper.
That maybe take the fresh horse second off the layoff, maybe, but
going to the gate right now.
And then the other one, the other one that could be finishing is the 2 horse, the EquinEdge long shot. That horse is super live the more I look at this race. Third off the layoff. The 3 horse had an easy lead last time out. Maybe a 2-3-5 is the best way to play this.
Yeah.
Exacta box.
That's exactly what I'm going to bet.
And do this. Do a daily double, guys. Put the 7 horse. I really like the 7 in the next leg. We'll talk about that, but maybe do a daily double. 2-3-5 with the 7 Cypress Gold.
Helps if I get the.
Yeah, I might
right
not get this in time.
Yeah, I think the 2 is going to be first or second, possibly at Fairgrounds.
Ooh, just got it in. 3 definitely broke like he's got speed. Not that you can see with the placement of the trees there.
Love the trees.
2 looks live too. We'll never understand the idea of not shutting down the rail there.
Explain why this jockey on the 2 had to go duel with the 3. Why?
Small head, small brain, Scotty.
Yeah.
Like stupid. Come on, 2.
You need a big cranium.
God, I knew this guy was live. So frustrated when you get a ride like that.
That 2's got funny action.
Come on, 2, come back.
They never
Come
come back.
on.
Come on, 2. Hang on for a second.
Come on, 2, hang on. Come on, 2. Wire.
Come on.
Wire.
He's going to hang on.
Wire.
Wire, yeah. Don't
Wire.
Me. Fire.
Fire.
All right.
All right. I had a $4 exacta there on that. I'll take that. Let's see. That exacta was paying or playing.
3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
19.
$19.
Ooh, I got that good.
Yeah, I'm guessing you had it for more than $4.
Yeah, but
$5.
Huh?
You did not have it for only 5. I mean, add a 0 to that, or 2.
I always know that. I will sometimes text Scotty when I get a crappy payout and go, "Did you just kill my odds?" Like, no, I was in a meeting. What happened?
All right, Laurel, we missed.
Okay.
God,
that so sucks, you guys. That Gulfstream. Oh.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
Oh.
But we have a chance to play back a pick 4 there.
You know, if I had the
That could play
capability,
decently well.
if I had the capability like they do on like Around the Horn, when Oldy started talking about the inquiry, I'd have just frozen. He'd have been like frozen.
Yeah, but you would have had to give me points because I was right.
I would have given you 2 points because you were wrong yesterday.
Yeah. All right, so
I wish you were right
I
yesterday.
had both
and wrong
horses
today.
yesterday.
Okay, where are we going? You guys want to go to Santa Anita, or
Let's
you
go
want to go, or you want to do the pick 6 at Fairgrounds?
Let's start. We have 9 minutes to Santa Anita, so let's start the pick 6 at Fairgrounds, and then we can come back to it if we don't finish it here.
By the way, just I think possibly a safe bet might be the 2 horse at Oaklawn Park. I mean, the horse has such a dominant pace number, top EquinEdge pick. Just one to think about. But also, there's the EquinEdge long shot. There's EquinEdge long shot is 4-1 in the EquinEdge morning line and 15%. I just think there might be some prices here. And
look at my screen, Scotty.
Huh?
Look at my screen.
Oh, you're on it. Yeah, exactly.
They just went off, but that first time starter at 20% and 19-1.
And I was looking at the 13 at 17-1. I mean, that horse too. Let's see here.
And by the way, the 2 did not get the lead.
It's screwed then.
3 looks live, by the way, coming up the rail.
Wow, look at that 3. You want to watch that horse next time for sure, you guys. Like that horse
trapped on the rail.
A worse trip. And there, look at the 9, the EquinEdge long shot that we were talking about. It's going to be very, very tough to haul in. Here comes in the 5 has got another big number, I think.
16-1 on the 5.
Guys, look at this. The jockey let off the 3. You definitely want to put a note on this 3 horse. There's no way this 3. He's not even asking. He saw what he wanted to saw early on. They gave the horse the race.
Yep.
And look, now he's even finishing a little bit right now. You watch out for this 3 next time.
2. That looks like the 1 there at 33-1, finishing second. So you have the long shot over 33-1, over 16-1.
915. So the 9 horse, the EquinEdge long shot we talked about, 4-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, 15%. Like that's the kind of stuff you want to watch out for. This 3 is so live. Next time out. All right.
All right. So that could be a note that could come back and help us there. But you had the 9, who's 15% in the E long shot, over the 1 and the 5 there.
Right. Look at the morning line on the 9 horse as well, right? It's
Yep.
Horse went off at 4-1, and the EquinEdge morning line was 4-1.
And I typically refer to that as an E morning line angle. Anytime you have a big difference between the two, and so that's in my notes. That's the way I typically refer to it.
Yeah.
All right. So Fairgrounds race 5 starts off the pick 6. What budget do we want to start with?
It's $1. I say 240.
240. All right.
I think that possibly the 7 horse is lukewarm top win percentage. EquinEdge top pick has the top or big GSR, second top GSR. No, yeah, second top, I think. And also it came up, guys, as a horse to watch. Right? I think
and your best GSR is a 1% horse here.
Exactly. Oldy, look at the horses to watch. Is the 7 on it? I'm pretty sure it is. Have you shown the next batch of horses
let
to
me
watch?
give the
You might want to show that next batch.
Now. All right. So here we go. For Fairgrounds. We got the 5, race 5, the 7, race 7, the 5, and race 9, the 3. And here I will put this in the.
Oh, well, look, I mean, okay, so all at Fairgrounds, we got 3 possible horses to watch at Fairgrounds. That's interesting.
Yep. In the sequence.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some handicapping.
Guys, yeah, no, this horse can't win. I was going to give you guys a horse, but there is a horse that's moving up 22 points in GSR in race number 9. It's the 9 horse. For those of you that want to take a chance on a big long shot, it's not the worst stab in the world.
That race, the 9 horse?
Yeah, financial advice. It's got 22-point pace advantage, or not pace advantage,
moving
but GSR.
To the right surface, yeah.
Moving in the right direction anyways throughout the last race. And maybe the horse is one to look at.
Scotty, would you build a shorter ticket, and just single all the EE horses to watch there at Fairgrounds?
No, but if I didn't have a big bankroll, yeah, I would do that. But what you could do is you could I'll single, you could play multiple tickets and single the 7 horse in this leg, and then maybe the 5 horse in race number 5. You could do something like that. Or race number 7, excuse me, right? You could do something like that. And then, single the 3 horse, maybe Tufani, on another ticket. You could do 3 different tickets, and then maybe if you get one of those singles to win, if one of those horses wins, then you're looking good.
So I'm curious, Chris, if you have the workout report on the Brad Cox horse in race 8 at Fairgrounds.
Well, and also the 7 horse. I would love to know if you've got any workout reports on this horse. The workouts look very good. Second-time starter who broke terrible.
On the 7 last attack?
No, in race number 5, Cypress Gold.
Race number 5, going there now. 7 Cypress Gold. No real recent works on that horse.
Interesting. Okay. No,
But
yeah, you're right. None show.
Yeah.
Did you say anybody liked the 7 in race 8? Was that the one you were asking about, Oldie?
No, I was asking about the 8 in race 8.
3-star, but the 7 is 4 stars.
In which race? Race 7?
Race 8.
In race 8, the 7 is 4 stars, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, moving first time dirt.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did watch the videos on this one. Very professional.
What about the 5 horse in race 7?
The 5 horse in race 7, only 1 star for Mitchell Merle and Chris Hartman.
Yeah, I don't like
that and I don't mind that because I mean, the notes on it here are really frustrating horse. He has talent, bet last out off good works, makes a move and hangs. Post position wins less than 10%.
So the 3 looks like it will stop in that race.
1 win on 5 tries on the turf. Post position wins at 15%. The trainer has been hot as well, Hartman.
What about in race number 9, the 3 horse, Chris?
Race number 9, the 3 horse, 4 stars.
4 stars. Okay, that's a horse to watch.
Yep,
Right.
Worked huge on the main December 23rd. Versatile sort, went 2 seconds faster than given.
Wow.
Yeah, top pick.
All right, so I just singled the 3 here in our
Yeah. Where in race 9?
race 9, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Chris, I'm curious because it's a price play and an EquinEdge long shot. What about the 5 horse in race number 9, musical score?
3 stars.
3 stars. Okay.
I mean, it is a Brad Cox horse. It is moving up in class. You know, didn't beat 62s last time out.
Yeah.
Isn't coming off a layoff.
So that 5 horse, Scotty, was second to the 3 horse last out.
Oh, well, okay. Okay. So the 3 horse is a better horse, most likely.
And well-bred can even go further. And I think the GSR shows that as well.
Well, that was so impressive off the layoff what that horse did for Stidham. If you look at that, I mean, the horse broke 10th of 13 horses and then won easily. So hopped at the break. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Does have 3 wins and 6 tries. The non-graded stakes race is not going to mean anything to this horse. It's not going to be a problem at all. I don't know why the EquinEdge morning line doesn't like it. I don't know, but
Hey Zeus, you're asking for what track had the 3 to watch next time out. Well, Fairgrounds had 3 that are coming up.
That was the last race. Where at what did we just watch?
That was Fairgrounds. We
Was
watched
that
Fairgrounds. Yeah, and then we also watched Gulfstream.
No, that was Oaklawn Park. That was the 3 horse at Oaklawn Park.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
And they're off at Santa Anita, so I'm going to pull that up because I know
let's watch that.
We're live here in you're live in your pick 5.
And the 6 horse is the horse to watch too. But we've got the 2.
One went off at
Giants
3 to 2.
Their heads apart, 3 in front of King Zog third.
Wow, 6 got bet.
Has lost some ground, 7 or 8 lengths off the speed, 2 more to.
Oh, 6 is still alive.
And Mongolian Gold, less than 3/8 to
I
travel.
think the 2 was your other horse, right?
By the
Yeah,
Giants
2. 4, 6,
And that's best case scenario for you, and it's coming. Yeah.
And King Zog is coming with a 3 wide bid.
Giants
Candy has the lead at the top of the
One
stretch.
time for Scotty here too.
Grand Tiger trying to fight back and does just that.
Go wait for.
Grand Tiger has the lead
coming
to the 8th pole. King Zog a length and a half back in third.
Wow.
It is Grand Tiger.
Yeah, I didn't think the 4 had that.
The Giants Candy, King
Zog. Not going to stop.
And down at the rail, a big run coming from Mongolian Gold, who was so far back, but he's out of time. It's going to be Grand Tiger.
4-6-5.
Grand Tiger prevails. The Giants Candy and Mongolian Gold was finishing with a flurry.
Okay.
All righty. That's not the worst scenario. I mean, you didn't get knocked out there, even though that was chalk.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back.
So we've got. I think we got Gulfstream coming up in around 4 minutes. So why don't we go back to the pick six at Fairgrounds?
All right.
In the meantime, we'll do some pandering for some likes on YouTube and some hearts on Twitter.
Yeah, please, you guys. Please like
And
the
guys,
show.
if you're
It
watching
really
on
helps our
Twitter,
channel.
if you can retweet the stream too, that would be wonderful. Help us find some additional viewers. We'd really appreciate that as well.
It'd be great.
All right, so
you guys, look at this is a wide open race that nobody knows what to do with, and in light of that, for me on my ticket, I'm singling the 7. Like
in
for
race
sure,
one.
I'm singling the 7 here.
At Gulfstream, you're going to Gulfstream?
No, at Fairgrounds in the pick
Okay.
six. I'm going to single that horse, and then the horse to watch, Tufani, I'm going to single that horse as well.
Like it.
And then I'm going to spread from there. I'm probably going to do, let me see here. I'm probably going to do an all in race number 6.
And see, I'm just 589 there. As I'm looking here, I might add the 3. Adds to the budget, but if I have time to share this out, looks like I do.
You know what's an interesting horse too, you guys. Like the EquinEdge long shot, we know how accurate that is, and it's got the 2 horse in race number 8. How's the workouts on that 2 horse, Chris?
2 horse, race number 8 coming up. The 2, 3 stars. Midnight Avenger outside of Pink Polka Dots with Avenger going best. 23-4, 36-1, 49-1, 1-1 and 2. Finishing far in front of its rival or its workmate.
Is that December 8th, I'm guessing?
Yes. Sorry, 12-22.
It looks like the 8 horse is going to be tough to beat as well. Hero Worship, the top EquinEdge pick in that race, broke 9th from the 3 hole, was in between horses. That's always one of my go-tos, is when a horse runs in between horses and you can catch that on video. You want to, as long as it comes back at the right level and surface and distance, you definitely want to, use a horse like that. I think for me, and the 4 horse seemed to run good as well. I'm just going to use the EquinEdge picks 2, 4, 8 in race number 8. I don't think we need to go any deeper.
Well, that 7 was the one that was the horse to watch.
7 was 7 a horse to watch?
Yes.
And has a 4-star work.
Correct.
Let's see here. Yeah, why not throw that in? You're right. Might as well. You get that horse in and forget about it.
Yeah.
3, 5, 8. Had a gate work that 7 last out, broke far behind its workmate and rolled past out in last 3 and 102 flat.
What do you guys think about the 4 horse in the last race? In race number 2.
System wants to single that.
Yeah.
2-star work is doing well, finished well in that work. It's Raylu.
What about the 6 horse Angelic Knight?
1 star.
Really?
This
Well,
horse,
So maintenance work probably.
yeah, this horse won by 6 here, 2 back. So
well, I'm going to single the 7 here.
in where? Race 10?
In race number 5.
I
The
think
first
that,
leg.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm going to take a chance on that.
And I'm going to play what I have on the screen here. I'm about to try to share it out before it times out on me. To everybody in the chat or in the WhatsApp chat and in the Facebook chats.
You finished that coffee yet, Scotty?
I'm about to get more.
The tea. That's right.
It's tea. I mean, I decided not to do the considering I haven't been feeling so well. It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, it'll just dehydrate you.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I've been doing for anybody that gets headaches out there, since we're on kind of the subject of dehydration. Anna gets really bad headaches, migraines and stuff. So we got Celtic salt, and because there's like 80 minerals in Celtic salt, and it hydrates you. So she's almost never gets headaches anymore, and when she does, they're very like they're not so bad. Ever since she started doing like Celtic salt only 2 times a day, where you put it on your tongue, let it just leave it there for maybe 30 seconds, and then drink a glass of water. It's been unbelievable.
Sorry about that, Scotty. I'm just pulling up.
Yeah, I just for people that might get headaches, it's something to think about. A lot of minerals in the Celtic salt.
And our 8, we didn't get our bet in, but our or at least I didn't. The 8, the E long shot.
If this horse wins,
also
I'm
is
gonna
the
kill
top
myself.
GSR, and the top win percentage is on the lead at 5-1.
Oh my God! Can you turn the volume up?
Yeah, I just shut the volume off while you were talking.
Let's see. Okay.
Get this back up here. The A looks great right now.
Do you recommend chasing the Celtic salt with like bourbon or something?
Okay, why is it not coming through though?
You can chase bourbon with anything.
Coming through here. You guys hear this at all?
No. This 8's going to have a hard time hanging on.
I don't know. He might have horse. He's got horse. 4 is coming, but I don't know if he'll.
There's a lot coming.
Got the space.
Okay.
4's going to get this.
4,
All right.
6.
All right. Ran good though.
Yeah. Top pick.
4, 6, 8.
All right. So we lost the double, but yeah, that's okay. Ran good though. We had the right idea, guys.
Yeah.
We had the right idea. Fairgrounds in 5 minutes. I did put in my ticket. I singled the 7, and I singled the 3 in race number 9.
And I played what I showed on the screen, but I'll show it again. Hold on. That's what I played, singling the 4-star work in race 9. That's also the horse to watch.
Yeah. I like that when you can get multiple algorithms that are pointing towards something, you know, even like a workout report, and you can match it up with anything else. That's always a good thing. And when you look at that race and you look at the 3 horse, it's got 4 stars. It's also 13%. Then when you look at the 12, it looks okay. I think, you know, it ran good, but it barely won against 5 other horses. Now there's a bigger field. Now it draws wide, you know, so I mean, it doesn't have to win this race.
Oldy, who's the top GSR out of all the first-time starters here in the 9th?
In the 9th?
Well, wherever you were at, the one you're looking at now.
So this is race 9, not a first-time starter, other than no first-time starters here. Okay. Top GSR is the 4.
Oh, yeah, the 4 horse. How about the 4 horse, Oldie, in race number 5? That horse is getting a little bit of action. It's got a good win percentage, but it's got a really low GSR.
I used that horse here.
What was the clock report on that horse?
Good. 3 stars. The other Shane Wilson by Tersire Palace Malice. Blinkers on. Hot trainer, hot horse to follow.
Well, and if you toss the 6 out, all these GSRs are terrible.
Yeah.
None of these horses want turf. Or they're poorly bred, one or the other. Let's just look at some of the tabs here. Yeah, they're just not, you know, this is Louisiana state bred. So you're not going to see those huge GSRs. We have coming up here, Golden Gate is going in the gate right now for
The
their
red light
first
is on.
race.
It's
Red
a
light is on.
short field. The 5 should crush there.
Port O'Call and Winter Soldier.
The soft tones of Bill Downs.
Not exactly the dulcet tones of Matt Dinnerman.
No, he was fired up here yesterday, man.
Soldier
First
to the
day of the
outside.
week. We're ready to go.
Well, he had
to
sit out a
two.
week. I'm sure he was killing him.
I love when Matt gets fired up.
They're off and running at Golden Gate Fields. It's the Chalk, Workday, and Rancho Red. And these two motor out for the front end. Porto calls in third, about 5 lengths off the lead to the outside at Dark Mystery. And at the back, that is Winter Soldier as they navigate the first turn. It's Workday.
Tony's alive at Aqueduct for a 2K plus payout day.
Rancho Red
Nice.
defers
You're alive
second,
too, Tony.
and a couple more lengths back to Dark Mystery, who sits in third to the inside of Port O'Call, and then a gap of about 4 lengths back to Winter Soldier, content to sit at the back. The first quarter mile timed at 23.69.
That's really fast for Golden Gate.
The backstretch. It's Workday on
It
top of
is.
the lead.
66% to win.
Rancho
Then
Red
it got
is
pressured
anchored
by
to
the big
outside
long
in
shot.
second, then a length and a
Who's
half
not
to
fading.
the Dark Mystery.
There's a high likelihood this 66% won the 5 shots
keep
gonna
up in
stop.
fourth, and a length and a half to
Man, I
Winter
wish you could
Soldier,
bet
who's
in
at
race.
the back of the
If you
pack
can
as
on
they make
sports.
the entry into the far turn. And the 1-5 favorite Workday has a lead by a half length. Rancho Red contending on the outside in second.
Who has
Dark
horse?
Mystery
Maybe the
comes under a
7?
ride in
Okay,
third.
the
4 doesn't,
Paul
6
circles
doesn't,
up
7 a
wide,
little
and
bit.
now Winter Soldier starts
Tractor
to warm up
Beam
to
is
pass
going to
7
be
just looks like he's
into a
jogging.
third
He's
and
not
about
even
3.5 lengths
asking.
off the
7's going to
lead,
win
and
this
that lead
race.
is being set by Workday.
I don't think
Workday
so.
into the stretch.
Well, he
Winter
got off.
Soldier will try and
He
pick
didn't
his
give up
way
that
through
much ground to
traffic.
do
He's
it.
a length and a half, 2 lengths off the lead, but
Here comes
now
the
up
4.
into second. 1 furlong to go. It's Workday on top. The lead's a
Somebody
length and a
dropped the
half.
whip.
Winter Soldier is in second, and then it's Dark Mystery on the outside. Workday.
4 is going to get
Workday,
there.
Dark
Yeah.
4 got
Mystery.
there.
Here's the winning line. Dark Mystery defeats Workday. The rider might have dropped the crop there. Then it was
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
First
you-
from Golden Gate.
That was
Field.
The
the
jockey
problem.
on the connections on the 4 should thank the jockey on the 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got 3 minutes to Laurel.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I got a question for you though.
Yeah, go for it.
If you're the connections of the 2, are you trying? Why would you duel with the big favorite? Aren't you trying to get a piece of this and just let the damn favorite win? You know what I mean? Like, why would you press with the big favorite?
It happens
Did they have more than one horse there?
all the time. No, come on.
No.
That was a tiny thing.
Like, to me, it's just stupid. Like, sit back, relax the horse,
Yeah.
let the big favorite win, and then get in the money.
And that's you see that a lot at like Tampa. That happens a lot at Tampa where they won't apply that pressure because they're going to want to cash that check. So
Right.
the 2 connections, nothing really exciting there. Andy Mathis with the 5, Gary Greener with the 4 there. But yeah, I think they just think they're the big favorite and they think they can go and apply that pressure and maybe get it done because it's a small field and nobody else will go. But that's why, that's the problem with these 5-horse fields is that you get weird results like that because they really become more riders' races than anything else.
Yeah.
Especially, you're looking at it's what a cheap 4K claiming race. Half these horses are going to end up at Lauderdale. By the way, they're gonna when Golden Gate closes, they're gonna ask the legislature to change the rules so they can run above 5K and longer than 4.5 at Lauderdale on the weekends.
Got
By
2
the way,
horses to load.
they're taking off over at Fairgrounds, the beginning of this pick 6.
Yep.
That they say could bring Friday night racing back to Lauderdale. That's their crappy plan.
Better than nothing.
Well, the better one was one of the guys in the CHRB was opining on whether or not they should ask Kentucky for some purse funds since a lot of the California owners buy horses at those sales. And the Kentucky people were like, yeah, go pound sand.
Guys, the 7 got squeezed back to last.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
4
the
is on
jockey
the
on the
lead.
8, really interesting, just squeezed him and didn't even try to move away. Really, and then the jockey on the 7 just took the horse 7 wide.
Well, look at the 5.
Well, what's the 5 doing? Blew a
He
tire or something.
run it out in the middle of the track. Which is, if you're trying to beat the 5, is what you want for sure.
Four is going way too fast.
Wow, that's fast.
Just like Bill Knack in the Secretariat bio. We were all thinking to ourselves, he's going too damn fast. Well, he got a little break for the half. He got a break for the half.
Oh my God, 7 is just getting destroyed.
Yeah, he is. He's pinballing.
Wow. I mean, to say that the 7 was best is an understatement. Like, unbelievable. Look at this. He can still win.
Yeah. Come on, 7.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
Go, cut.
What is he doing?
Go in. Oh my God. He destroyed this horse.
Tarred and feathered this guy should be. He's like, yeah, well.
Inquiry on the 12.
Oh, there we are with the inquiries. Killing me.
It looked to me like he came in about 5 lanes.
You know, it would be great for like me, Justin, and Oldy to be stewards. That'd be awesome.
We would never agree.
Well, the 2 of us would. All that matters.
Scotty, he's saying that they wouldn't agree with me. Is what
That's probably true.
I could convince Justin before I could convince Oldy, I think. Inquiry on the 12 for what? For that?
He came in pretty far. They were pretty wide.
Tell on the pan how far they came in. Plus, these guys are good actors, too.
12 broke out, too. I mean, overcame that.
Look at the 7. Jiminy Christmas.
The 7's trip, if you go back and watch from the very beginning, horrendous trip. Like,
yeah,
here we go. No, maybe not. Yeah, there's the bump.
Just because there's a bump. There's all kinds of
I'll be right back, guys.
You see the start?
Yeah, but the start, it's not quarter horses. You rarely get a DQ on a start.
Yeah, I know. I remember the Breeders' Cup Classic.
All right, well, it doesn't look like, at least so far, that they're going to be looking at this. I mean, I had the 12. I'll take it. At 5-1. I did not have the 1 at 5-1. So 12, I believe, E top pick there.
I think Scotty's ordering some food.
I thought I heard pizza, but
I thought I heard cheeseburger with fries and a Coke.
Cheeseburger.
Listen for Dave Weaver's phone number.
Well, we're official.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's go to, we got Laurel race 8, Stakes 2-year-old. Let's see where we are here. We are going in the gate. So quick look at it. Looks pretty chalky on paper. Maybe the 3 at 9-1, or the 5 at long shot.
Scotty, was that a cheeseburger with fries and a Coke?
Yeah. Anna called me and said, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Now I'm on a cleanse, so all raw and stuff." So I was joking with her, and
American War Heroes.
she laughed.
Oldie had pizza, so
Jay, and here's Great
They win
Opportunity.
that one.
Great Opportunity
I
now
love
going to
these
hook
though.
up with Sweet Sonny J for the
This is a
backstretch run.
2-year-old stakes
Davy
race
Jones back
at
in
Laurel.
third position, and Catahoula
The
Moon
E
racing on
long
the
shot to
outside.
5
Blue is fifth in
or
the
the
second flight of
3
runners. Back to
Sweet Sonny
deposition,
J.
and
Those were
American War
my
Hero trailing the field.
2
Sweet
picks
Sonny
there.
J at the rail and the lead with Jerron Barbosa leading the way a length and a half from Great Opportunity in
At
second.
quick
Coolin Blue is
glance.
third. Davy Jones, Catahoula Moon racing on the outside in the clear, 4 lengths off the speed of Sweet Sonny J. Back to deposition, who's got 6 lengths to make up an American War Hero the opening
I
quarter
think the
in
3's going to get caught.
22.69 for Sweet Sonny J. Lead a length and change from Great Opportunities, ridden along more for second. Catahoula Moon is getting closer, out 3 deep of the track. Coolin Blue down to the rail, and followed by Deposition, a close 5th out wide. And next
3 was the
is
only
Davy
horse in
Jones,
this race
and
that
trailing
had
the field is
multiple
American
wins.
War Hero. Half mile win in 46.14. They turn for home. Sweet Sonny J. Sweet Sonny J. All business today. Opens up 3
I
lengths
did
to the
not play
furlong
that
left to go.
exacta
Battling
for
along
those of you
Coolin
about
Blue
to
and
ask
Great
me.
Opportunity head-to-head for second. And making up ground is American War Hero running a big race after stumbling at the start. But nobody's going to catch Sweet Sonny J in the Hef Stakes. Sweet
Wow.
Sonny J by 5. Great Opportunity was second, and Coolin Blue, an American War Hero.
So I did read that properly. I unshared everything. Hold on. Giant head here. One more sec here. Here we go. So if you see here, this was the 8 and the 3 were the ones with multiple wins here.
We can't see your screen, Oldy.
Come on, it was supposed to be. Oh, I know why. There we go. Sorry, I reshared it and then forgot to hit add. There we go. Wasn't in the picks, but was right there pace-wise, ended up getting away. You know, had been close at this level. And it's 2-year-olds. You know, that
Let's go to Santa Anita, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Let me pull back up your pick 5 here. So you are 156 here.
Let's see here. 156. Yep.
Yep. How about a exotic here?
Yeah.
So let's say you're not going to make any money playing the 1, 5, and 6 in a try or an exacta, unless you play it straight. Can the 3 hang on for second or third?
That's what I was just going to say. Literally was going to say the exact same thing. Like, can this horse hang on for, like...
Click on Lifetime.
Click on what?
Lifetime. You're on GSR. Yeah, looks like it can. I mean, what? 7,
really
9 for 15 in the money. Sometimes I like to just do these and single that horse in third or second, somewhere in there. Probably third in this case.
All right, so you would do, I'm on the wrong. There we go. So let's say like a $6 try. We can change that amount. You want it singled in third, right?
Yeah, single in third. Just need it to hold on. Yeah, it's using too many horses, but you've got to make a decision in leg 1 what you're going to do, whether or not you want to single that 5 or whatnot. But taking all 3 of the top 3 win percentages is not a winning proposition.
No, that's not.
No, definitely not. So what do we want to do there?
Santa Anita Park race 3. Let me look at the workout reports real quick.
I'm looking.
658. I mean, the 6 just missed against 70s and is in against 64s here.
So the 5's got a 3-star work. The 6 and on the 6 really stepped up her game in the last pair and doesn't mind a course with a little bit of give to it, which is important because the course does have a little give to it. So
yeah,
I would probably go with a Tomato there and Pratt. I mean, you're going against Rispoli, so 5, 6, 3, 5 with 6 with 3, 5, 6, 5, 6, 3, something like that. You have to get the 3 in there for it to pay anything, especially if you're going to take the 5 in.
Well, unless you take the 5 and do something like this, you play.
Well, yeah,
5, 2, 4, 3. That's going to pay.
Yeah, but for something tells me that Rispoli is going to be in the money. Pratt and Umberto Exactatone. Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
think the EquinEdge picks have got to. This race is going to be, unfortunately, it's going to probably be chalk. But I think, what's the 1-5 or 5-1 exacta paying? I think it's those 2 horses.
Santa Anita. Let me get there,
guys. So this is a Grade 3 race, right?
Yep.
And okay, so me and John ran the stats a couple of months ago, and you don't win a graded race. A grade 3 race unless you've got numbers, and I think the average number was like 72 or 73 for a grade 3, something like that. And when you look at the 6 horse, it's got a 53 GSR.
Early lead.
That's that 1-5 guy is paying $7 both ways.
And it's Luminiferous fourth,
3.5
3
to
off
1
the
box.
pace. Oakhurst second to last. And
I was going to do a 1-5 exacta box, but I didn't get it in.
Gallop through the stretch for the first time, and it's Angel Nadeshiko who will be the controlling speed. Rebel Girl a length back second. Luminiferous inches up to be a joint third, and Lakota Spirit is down at the rail. Oakhurst is fifth, 4 lengths off the lead, and you're one on their trails.
Right.
Around the clubhouse turn, and it's Angel Nadeshiko, the controlling speed, a length and a half to the good of Luminiferous in second. That's actually Rebel Girl in second. Down at the rail, Lakota Spirit is in third. Luminiferous is fourth, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Oakhurst racing in fifth, about 3.5.
Not going that fast.
And
my 2 and
onto the backstretch, Angel Nadeshiko and Rebel Girl have been 1-2 since the gate opened. Luminiferous
Oldy
and Lakota Spirit side by side, third and fourth. Another length back to Oakhurst fifth, 4 off the pace, and you're 1 there. No change in the running order. Still Angel Nadeshiko carving out the fractions with Rebel Girl. Luminiferous into third. Lakota Spirit has saved every inch of ground in fourth. Oakhurst splitting that pair, starting to gain a little bit of momentum. And another 2 back to your 1 there. They have a 1/4 mile to run.
If the
and
one's
it's Angel Nadeshiko, Rebel Girl a length and a half back second. Lakota Spirit called on at the rail in third.
Wow, look at this.
In fourth,
an
1/8 of a mile, and Angel Nadeshiko with a 2-length lead over Lakota Spirit,
gonna get him.
who's trying to close that gap in second. Oakhurst third.
And then didn't bat it.
Takes him all the way under Antonio Francu.
I probably talked you off of it. I'm sorry.
No, I just ran out of. I was focused on working on our trifecta and wasn't thinking about
what did that
getting over to bat it.
316
came in. Yeah, I believe it was.
3 was 18 to 1.
Wow, in that
so
short.
Probably would have hit that the backwards. Put the 3 in front.
Yeah.
Well, that'll shake up the pick 5.
That will.
Not lots of tickets just went up in flames,
including
that was
mine.
The life all instead of the next one.
Let's go to Gulfstream, guys.
Yep.
Got a couple of minutes
the
before that
6
race.
horse, top pace.
Who?
6 horse here.
That's not the top pace.
Am I wrong here? Am I thinking the wrong race? I am. The 6 horse is the one last time out at this level and beat a bunch of these horses and can rate.
I gotta tell you, I'm not sold on Joe Bravo on the synthetic because he hasn't been on it that much.
I would take a shot here either on the 1 or the 12. The 1, is moving up in class, but is also is only carrying 116 in a handicap race. I know you kind of like the 7 here.
Yeah. I did like the 7 a bit. Big number on the 7.
I think the 1 could sit an ideal trip here between the speed and the closers. And this time I'm not going to forget to go over there and actually click win bet.
Guys, if you look at the 3 horse, it's really done nothing wrong on the synthetic. I mean, it broke 10th in a grade 2 race and still only lost by 7 lengths. Other than that, like, this horse is just an absolute beast on the synthetic.
Well, the 9 horse who's 3-0 at the surface and distance is currently sitting, and 15% to win, is currently sitting at 13-1.
Yeah, amazing.
If you want to talk value.
Yeah, tremendous value there. Absolutely.
The long shot.
That they're both Mark Cassie horses, by the way.
Yeah. My question on the 3 is the distance. I think this horse is better longer.
It's got 1 win in 2 seconds at this distance. Yeah. But against easier.
Right.
But
and it's carrying 123. Let's see where we are so we don't miss this here while you guys can almost there.
You hate to bet the 3 to win at 5-2 though.
Yeah. And it looks like it could be closing from deep here. So it's going to need a perfect trip.
I'm going to make a small across the board bet on the 7 just because it's the longest shot on the board.
All right. Let's bring this up unless, Scotty, you have any other thoughts?
No, you know what? If I can get it in, I'm going to put the EquinEdge long shot in the money is all. Like, I'm going to put it for third.
I don't know what's going on with the audio at Gulfstream. Every other audio is working. So I'm going to pull this off the quad box here and put it back and see if that fixes it.
Scotty's got
Colorado, Venezuela.
There we go. That's
Jose Ortiz.
That's what Scotty's got on his mind, a cheeseburger. By the way, I just watched The Founder again for the second time the other night.
I think I saw that a long time ago. When did that come out?
I don't know, in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
And that's when they changed their restaurant from serving everything to what they sold 85%, of, which was cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke.
Yeah, that's right. I did see that.
Boy, he screwed those guys royally.
The horses
to give you an
are
idea,
at the gate. It's now post time.
He
Moving
bought the
into
9.
St. Augustine overnight handicap.
9. I like the. I think the 3 is going to be tough. I'm going to go with the 3. I just think the horse is getting some real action.
All right, where's that coming from?
I mean,
In the line they go for the St. Augustine. Conglomerate's gone forward. Here's County Final, the gray. Volcanic in the colors of Breeze Easy LLC. Boyce
so much fun today, guys. Thank you for
proposition.
doing this with me.
Three Diamonds Farm has O'Shane Murphy.
Oh,
we get everybody in the audience, everybody who's tuned in and tuned out already. Please make sure
earlier in the card.
Like button, you subscribe to EquinEdge, follow us on Twitter.
Colors represented here with both Fly the W and Public Sector. Public Sector will be the last to move in line.
Scotty, did you see what the
Jose Ortiz up
tickets are for Pegasus Day?
Ooh, that was rough.
Field of 11, St. Augustine overnight handicap. They rumigate. They're racing in the St. Augustine. That starts one for the resume. Picture perfect off the block. Good start inside for Saratoga Flash, who heads off for the early lead. County Final is alongside. Volcanic moving out to challenge. These 3 are quickest. Boyce comes away together with Fly the W, who's toward the rail. Out a bit deep on the course is Skyro. He's about 4 lengths behind. Saving ground at the rail is Tiberius Mercurius with me and Mr. C. Then Dreams of Tomorrow. Public Sector is last of all. Just ahead of him is Conglomerate as they complete the opening quarter. Quarter time, 23-3. Lively tempo up front. The leader is Saratoga Flash, but only narrowly. Up alongside its Volcanic in second. They've gone 4 ahead of County Final, who's now third. The two-path Boyce races along in fourth from Skyro, and then Fly the W. Mid-flight is Me and Mr. C. He's got pace ahead of him, about 6 lengths off the speed. 2 better than Tiberius Mercurius. Moving on his outside is Dreams of Tomorrow, then Conglomerate. Still out the back is Public Sector. They're rolling early, 46-1 for a half mile. That was a lethal second quarter. Saratoga Flash the leader. He leads by a length and a half. Volcanic is second. They start to close ranks. Skyro is 3 wide. Boyce in the 2-path. County Final is next, then Fly the W. The veteran Me and Mr. C within range, 8 lengths off the lead, then Dreams of Tomorrow as Saratoga Flash tries to go the distance here. They went 3 quarters in 109-1. Saratoga Flash has the lead. His strides are shortening. On the far outside, Me and Mr. C rolling home for Irad. Here's Fly the W and County Final right alongside. 3 chances at the 16th pole. Fly the W's coming on. Fly the W. The game horse is up to the top, and he wins the St. Augustine. Fly the W. He's unbelievable. Me and Mr. C was second in 137 and 3.
What just happened there?
Boom, 13-1.
On who?
On the one, 14-1 on the one.
On the one.
Fly the W. That's the one I gave you as with the weight advantage that was moving up in class.
Guys, I had what did it come in? 1-8?
184, I think.
184? Let me tell you what I bet. I got it. Yeah, I got I have a $4 trifecta.
Boom.
I have a $4 try. I don't know what that's going to pay, but
right.
$4
that's booms all around, so we got to break it out.
The exact was paying $148 for $1.
For $1?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to pay. That's got to pay for $1 at least $600 or $700 probably, right?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah. Not bad. Nice job, Oldy.
Yes, well done, Oldy. Oldy is our new handicap go-to guy. But they run so many handicaps these days. You know, they should really run more of these races. They really should.
I enjoy handicapping handicaps.
Well, handicap races.
No pun intended.
Here, if you downloaded my notes that were free at the beginning of the show, this is what it said on the one. Here, so just so you know, I was not Johnny come lately on the one here. So this is race 9. The one horse, 13 to win, 7 of 16 at the distance, making a step up in class, gets weight advantage at 116, gets Saez, jockey trainer combo 28. Tactical question is enough to overcome class difference, may sit a perfect trip.
I think the one might have come over on the 8 a little bit at the end, though.
Sure.
Kenny is saying that that try Scotty is paying $9.44 via Express Bet try probably.
Oh, is that for 50 cents, Ken, or is that for $1?
And a career high class level here this afternoon. Fly the W does what Fly the W does best. He wins.
Which is win.
This is career victory 16 from just 34 tries.
And that comes from a Cubs fan too, so there's a little bit of that in there.
Jockey Luis
right, exactly. I gave you that. I had in my head if this horse wins,
not used to
I'm going to give you the Cubs win.
But he was up to the task at 14-1.
Ken, let us know about that 944, 50 cents or $1.
Well, we're waiting
By
to
the way,
see this.
Kenny is all in on shot 10. He is playing shot 10 at night. He lives in Colorado, so he can he can play those. It's that shit starts like at 2 a.m. here or something. He said he believes $1, but might be 50 cents.
My total bet was $168. So I did a $4 try, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9 with 4. So $168 to win 4,000, and not bad.
No,
not bad at all.
I'm going to try to do that Monday night. I did it last Monday night, so it can be done again.
Wow, hold on here, guys. No, it paid more than that.
All right, well, it's coming up now.
It's double that. That was for 50 cents.
Ooh.
For a $168 bet, I got back $7,558.40.
Well, one more time, then.
Wow.
That's strong. That's strong, you know?
Yeah.
Make sure you tip that delivery driver well with the cheeseburger, fries, and Coke.
Woo. Wow.
That will be a cleanse for you right there.
That's a good cleanse right there. I'm feeling much better. Thank you very much, Todd. Thank you. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Doug.
Nice try there, Scotty.
Wow.
Look at what the super paid. Super paid over 2,000 on a 10-cent. Yep.
The super high 5 paid. What's the carryover? The dollar super paid 24,000, 21,000.
All right, we got some time. Golden Gate is running right now. We got a 14-to-1 shot.
There might be, you guys. There might be some. There might be some good payouts in Oaklawn Park race number 7.
All right, let's look at that.
I mean, it's wide open. There's a horse that's 7-to-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, the 2 horse that's by far the top pace. It might be worth a bet off the layoff.
At Oaklawn?
Yeah, the 2 horse Kokomo Starlet. I mean, maybe worth a bet. There's some
Did you
prices
have something
in there,
for us at Tampa, Chris, in race 9?
And what's his name? That jock wins on. He boots home winners. I think my Tampa bet, Oldy. Let me go and look. Oh, that's Turfway. I think it was race 7.
Okay. All right, so we're talking about the 2 Kokomo Scarlet, correct? Scarlet, not Scarlet.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fastest horse in the race. It could be in the money. I'll give you another horse that's very interesting, and that's the 3 Street Painter. I definitely think that horse has a look.
It's a good thing, Oldie, we didn't play my my horse at Tampa. It finished 9 of 10.
So Street Painter, Kokomo Scarlet. How about a 2-3 exacta box then, or 2-3 and add the 5, the long shot there?
I eliminated the 1, 4, 8, 12, and so it left me with the 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. But if you could figure out which horse, you could do a trifecta about which horse would be first, second, or third in that group. Yeah. And it could be the 10 horse who's got 3 straight second place finishes, but is coming off of a layoff. It could be that horse. But you could even guess a number and just of those horses and just go, like I'm gonna take the EquinEdge long shot, the 5. That's what the one I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wing it and just say that horse is gonna be first, second, or third. So what I'll do is I'll bet to win on it. Then I'll bet an exacta 2, 3, 6, 7, 9.
Yes, Scott, I do remember $5 minimums. That was the norm back in the day.
Well,
yeah,
it's a shame I couldn't have played the oldie double there. The 18-to-1 shot at Santa Anita to the 14-to-1 shot at Gulfstream.
Well, you could have. It's called a parlay. Scotty, I just did I keyed the 2 and an exacta with 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, $12.
I'm just playing a straight 2, 3, 5 exacta box.
So I keyed the 5 horse in the first, second, and third spots. I'm literally, it's the EquinEdge long shot, just picking numbers, and I bet the 5 to win just in case it does win. That's how I played that.
Just in case it does win. I hear you.
There's some prices in here, though.
Yeah, well, it's Oaklawn. I mean, Oaklawn is the Western Turfway on the dirt.
I still like my idea that Chris hates about having a Breeders' Cup. See, he's already closing his ears. Where the dirt portions at Oaklawn and the turf portions at Kentucky Downs.
It is the worst idea ever. First of all, there's no way the trainers are going to and the owners are going to go for it because they have common ownership. Second of all, having a Breeders' Cup, there's no infrastructure at Kentucky Downs. They don't have a grandstand. They don't have anything.
you build something temporary for the
It is
breeders'
so
club.
much fun to bet that track, though.
Yeah.
It's so
Guys, I don't know
fun.
about you guys, but for the first time ever, I'm having a blast playing Turfway Park. I mean, I love all these prices.
Yeah, Turfway Park is good, but Kentucky Downs, I mean, watching them run up that hill to the finish line is one of the most frustrating things in the world.
Well, and here's the other thing. You can tell that Chris and I get along pretty well, that he can say that to me, and neither of us get mad at it. It does not turn into a
That's the way
fight.
you have to be. People
Yeah.
take
Oh
themselves
yeah,
too serious.
we give it. You should see us when we're not like on the air and we use colorful language and all kinds of other things. But yeah,
People take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't horse racing Twitter.
No.
I can tell Oldy his tickets suck, and he can tell me mine suck, and you know we get along.
He could tell me that roll down my window and just throw money out it, and I could tell him the same thing. So.
Okay, so we got a Saratoga and Woodbine one. So first of all, what happens when it snows in Saratoga? Number one, and
They're gonna put the all-weather track in.
The all-weather track. I tell you this every time you say that. You know, Scotty, they have an all-weather track in Japan. You know what they call it?
What?
Dirt.
Oh shit.
6 and 14 to 1, 6-2.
Look, we talked about prices. I told you guys we were going to get prices.
Oh no, the two's getting caught. 6-10-2.
Oh
Scotty,
no,
did you
five
have
didn't
that?
get third. I chose the wrong one.
6 got nipped for second. Really?
No, the 2 did.
No, the 2 did.
Oh, even better, because I had the 2 keyed in the exact.
Listen. I had one ticket, a small ticket, but I put the 10 in the second spot. And look, yeah. See, I chose the EquinEdge long shot as my key horse to be first, second, or third. But man, yeah, that's just a crapshoot right there. But so, guys, you know, on that note, what I do try to do is it's really important. I don't know about you guys, but for me to eliminate the horses I really don't feel like could be in the money if I'm playing a vertical.
Yeah. That's a really good start. I mean, and a lot of people don't do that. You'll see alls and legs for those and whatnot, because it's hard for a lot of folks to have an opinion. It's like when I see Oldy's 20-cent ticket and he'll take 8 out of 11 horses, and I'm like, so you don't have no opinion in this race? He's like, no, I think 8 of them can win. And then one of the other 3 did wins, and then we argue and we move on. But you've got to bet your opinions here with these things. That's one thing that Brad has taught me over the last 3 years is bet your opinions.
Laurel
Park
maiden claimers. We can show this one. We
Race
have
9?
the race 9. We have a big pace advantage on the 2. Got a first-time starter in the 6.
I don't trust this 2 at all. But
how about
if you look 2 back though, it did well. Look at 5.5 furlongs against 54 SOR group. It got second, and it had a big lead. Oh, this horse is going to be well out in front.
So I'm going to pull a Kenny here, and I'm going to bet the only first-time starter, the 6. Top GSR.
So how about a 3, 5, 6, 8, and you toss the 2 here? You get or 8, 6, 9. That could
the problem with the 8 is there's so much speed, and that horse is going to stop. That's the problem.
Yeah, I kind of like the 6 a little bit here, going up in distance.
No, the 6 is the first.
I'm sorry, the 9. The 9 going up in distance. We are going in the gate though.
Guys, I'm gonna say the EquinEdge top pick is going to be tough, and I also think the 7 horse, I think 3 and 7, and this 2 horse,
vibrant force
going 5.5 furlongs, depending on how much pressure it gets, could be tough as well. And I can't tell whether the 5 horse can rate or not. That's what I'm struggling with the 5.
Well, you're going to find out here pretty quickly.
Well, that could set it up for the 6 horse, because a lot of these horses seem to need the lead in order to win.
I bet the 6.
Where
First
we
one,
know
right.
that the 3 doesn't need the lead to win. I'm on the 3 to win.
So the Maryland Jockey Club signed another year to let Stronach run the tracks up there until they figure out what the plan is, which is Laurel's going to close and Pimlico is going to be the sole place.
I just think some of their ideas, the Jockey Clubs or the Horsemen's Association's ideas, were not the sharpest.
Yeah, they got the same problem California does, man. They have no purse supplementation.
Right. And they think that it's a good idea to run more dates instead of less.
And they're off.
Yeah, they want 300 days
along with the Chinito and Malibu Slew. Why So Quiet on the outside, making 4 right across the track to Early Gabriel 7 taken back right off at speed. 2 more lengths in it. Vibrant Force Mini Speedster ABC into the back of the pack. And 100 Proof is trailing the field. 100 Proof last now, about a dozen off the pace. Into the far turn, heated pace. Why So Quiet on the outside. Why So Quiet now with his blinkers just maybe in front.
I'm not sure anybody's
going to Malibu Slew, the orange cap of the rail is Uncle Chinito.
Who's actually sitting nicely.
The jockey on the 3, he's got plenty of horse on the 3.
Gabriel 7's coming alive on the far outside. Gabriel 7 has to circle right off
Who's
the
going to win this
speed.
race?
Top of the stretch, they make the turn to home. Uncle Chinito
I think
down on
3's
the
going to win for
inside.
fun.
Gabriel
Who's going to
7
win the
on
race
the middle,
for fun?
burning up the dough in between horses. Kicks 2. Here's
Told
burning
you.
up the dough.
Oh
Angel
my
Cruz
God, look at
burning
this.
up the
Why didn't
dough.
I box
Not
it?
long to go. Burning up the dough. 3, 4,
2 is
almost
gone.
5 in front. Burning up the
How's
dough.
that?
Burning up the dough.
And then
by 6
unleash
going
that
away.
speed.
Let's make it 7
Holy
on the line.
hell.
Burning
You
up
might
the
want to
dough
put a
win.
note on that
Gabriel
horse.
7 was second mini Speedster.
Or claim it.
100 proof from last
That
to
is
fourth,
unbelievable.
followed by
Didn't see that one
ABC.
coming.
Speaking of horses, Scotty, when does Galicia's Spirit run next?
So Galicia's Spirit is going to run probably mid to late January. He bled really bad.
He ran well. He
ran really well. He got a 70 buyer, I think. And not that I'm a buyer fan, but he did get a 70 buyer. And he was bleeding. He 3 out of 5, which is really bad. And so he went 109 and change for 6 furlongs. They went like 121 flat for a mile or for 7 furlongs. Like, it was crazy how fast they went. And the winner ended up getting like I think a 90 on the buyer. So it was a highly rated race, and he bled really badly. He's come back so good. He's doing really good. He's been on medication to, help his lungs heal a little bit. And he'll run with Lasix next time. He didn't have Lasix, so he'll run with Lasix, but we love him. He is one of the best looking animals you've ever seen.
Is he going to run a short, or are you going to go long again?
No, he'll probably go like a mile or a mile and 16th on the turf.
Tony wants him to run at 6 furlongs.
Yeah, I want to see him at like 5 or 7. 7 and
I think he can do anything, honestly.
Are you going to be there on site for that race?
Whenever it is, Anna and I are leaving we're in Florida now. We're going to be in California probably Wednesday or Thursday. And
we're off, by the way, at Fairgrounds, guys.
What's that?
We're off in leg 2 of the Fairgrounds pick 6 right now. Keeping us up to date. Sorry to interrupt the
No, it's okay.
discussion.
I'm looking at Santa Anita right now.
Yeah, a couple of minutes to Santa Anita. So are you flying out Wednesday, Scotty, or Tuesday?
Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to fly out to California and be there. And then when we find out when he's going to run, most likely we'll come back for the race.
Right.
I'm around. Hold on in the stretch.
Yeah, you got to come down when he runs, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm around Monday and both Tuesday as well when you want to catch up.
All right.
Our topics.
You got it. I've been rough, feeling rough in and out, and I'm trying to have meetings as well. It's very difficult when you've got this cold like this. It's like you get brain fog pretty good.
So the 8-1 at Fairgrounds. Chalk.
Favorite the 8 there. So for me, moved on.
Jimmy Gran for.
What do you guys like at Santa Anita?
This was a really tough race at Santa Anita.
I like that Carver station they have there where you can get a good sandwich.
Those are great.
Another 5-horse field here, so
I'm trying here to get it to come up here. We're
try harder.
refreshing a little slow. And this could be the internet connection, but
I want to like the 2-horse, but I just don't think there's enough pace to set it up for the 2.
Yeah, and again, like I told you, some of these, when you get to this small of a field, it really comes down to what the humans are going to do, and sometimes they can have unusual things that kind of throw the race into question.
I'm going to take a chance that the 4 and the 3 are going to duel, because I think Hernandez is going to be aggressive and Fresu is as well. So I'm going to take a chance on the 2. I think the 2 will be in the money at the very least.
The deuce. Ronald Ellis. Boy, is he fallen on hard times.
Yeah.
It all started with that Breeders' Cup horse.
which horse?
Masochistic, the one where they warned him about a potential positive. He ran the horse anyway. It tested positive for illegal medication, just not legal on race day. And it was, I think, a 60-day ban where he had to disband the stable. His daughter's married to Joe Talamo. And you want to talk about guys back in the synthetic days of California. Joe Talamo and Michael Bays owned all the synth tracks there. Owned them.
I'm going to take a win place show just on the E long shot.
Those two vying for the lead, joined by Direct Line, 3 across the track. Zimba Warrior outside of them.
Just because the long shot likes to finish in the money.
At the back of the field through the opening
furlong. Yeah, it does.
Where it is Good Juju.
Likes to win too when you put it in third and try.
Yep. Down at the rail.
Where's he? He's up.
Right next to him is Zimba Warrior 4, just 3 lengths off the lead. And another.
By the way,
big buzz.
Guys, always tell people to refresh their screen like 4 or 5 times a day. You know, never just refresh.
And then it's Zimba Warrior.
Refresh or reboot that 9600 baud motor.
The top pair. Settecento down at the rail, pushed along for a little.
I'll tell you what I did, guys. I took a chance and just did a 3 and the 4 for the first spot, one of them, and the 2 for second.
Juju and puts a neck on him.
That's good for Oldy and I.
2 more Zimba Warrior in third. Big Buzz inches up willingly outside of him, and Settecento is down at the rail.
The 3's toast.
It is Direct Line who got the upper hand and put away Good.
And so now I need the 4-2.
3 lengths now with a quarter of a mile to go. Direct Line widening at will. Direct Line 4-length advantage turning for home. Good Juju is down at the rail. In between rivals, Settecento, Big Buzz flattened out, Zimba Warrior outside of them, and now suddenly
Greece not done.
Oh, Greece going back.
Direct Line 2-length lead, Good Juju a solid second, but Direct Line has plenty left.
No, 2 didn't finish.
Direct Line a convincing score by almost 3 lengths.
There just wasn't enough.
Juju second. No. Zimba Warrior, Big
there was
Buzz.
Just no
you get 5 horses, Scotty. That's going to happen. There's not enough.
Yeah.
All righty, back to Gulfstream.
All right.
Back to Gulfstream here.
I'm going to feed the dogs.
Race 10. You were single to the 6 here, I believe.
O'Connor, yeah.
And I was 6, 9, 7. But interesting, the 9 is the favorite.
What's wrong with the 8 horse? Anything? Like, I mean, could you guys see this horse at least in the money at 18-1?
You know, possibly. I think the horse that's most interesting here, but I think it might want wet, is the 1 horse. Take a look at that 1 horse.
Zayas is going to send this 7 horse. You guys know that, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
He's going to send. And, I mean, he could be tough to catch.
I mean, that's what I'm playing is the 7, but I'm telling you, so here was let me pull up my note on the 1 here. share it across here. This is race 10. So race 10, on the one, I said 4%, good GSR, lightly raced, 3-year-old facing older, gets weight break, good magic horse, 19% off the layoff, grade 2 winner, gets prime inside post. My only negative note was might need a sloppy track. 2 or 3 wins have come in the slop. But I'm going to bet the 7 there.
Yeah, the 7 could be tough on the lead.
Tony likes the 10 here, the long shot. Looks like we have a couple more minutes here.
You know, the thing about the 10 does have back class for sure.
Yeah. 7 does have a 4-star
Ladies
work
and
as
gentlemen,
well.
let's meet the jockeys for the upcoming Harlan's Holiday to the first wire.
Luis Sáez, Panamá.
Javier Castellano, Venezuela.
José Ortiz, Puerto Rico.
Junior Alvarado, Venezuela.
Tyler Gaffleon, Davie, Florida.
Edgar Zayas, Puerto Rico.
The winner's
Leonel
circle is
Reyes,
direct
Venezuela.
line. He is a 6-year-old dark
Ayrado
brown
Ortiz,
gelding by
Puerto
Liam's
Rico.
map out of She's an
Paco
11,
López, Veracruz,
owned by
México.
CRK Stable.
Edwin
Winning
González,
trainer is
Puerto
Peter
Rico.
Urton. Peter Urton sending out the.
I've said this to Chris many times, but just once I want to hear one of them do like the football introduction where they, instead of saying where they're from, say School of Hard Knocks.
Castellano, let's see here. Off the 4. What do you guys think of this 2-horse New York Traffic?
I think it's a sprinter. If you want my honest opinion, that's what's in my notes. On that horse specifically, what I said was I went back and looked at the past performances. Mostly been sprinting since 2021. Maybe here to rabbit to set up the race for the 6. 7% to win. GSR does say 2 turns. Most famously, almost beat Derby and Breeders' Cup Classic work winner Authentic in the Haskell, has never run back to that form.
It's a wide open race.
Absolutely. I mean, if New York Traffic is fast enough to go with the 7, it's going to set up for the 6 and the 9. And I know in the
Who are you at here,
past,
Oldy?
New York Traffic like to break
The
out.
horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Lining up,
I'm on
moving
the
in.
7.
Race number 10, the Harlan's Holiday. We kick
7.
off the late daily double.
Yep.
WNL, the first to go up with New York Traffic and Grand Aspen.
And guys, reminder, we will be live on New Year's Day
Now,
as well
Octane
for
then
the
Miles
Mucho
D.
Macho Man and the Cash Call Stakes, the start of the Breeders' Cup, or not Breeders' Cup, the Derby Trail at Gulfstream Park, as well as we will have racing from Santa Anita and other tracks.
Do you say the cash call?
Cash Call, I believe it is.
How many
Chance
people
to
remember Pat Valenzuela with the cash call Silks doing the cash call when he won? Pat maybe making a comeback too. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, I saw it. I heard that. Next, you're going to tell me Gary Stevens is going to make his 30th comeback.
Scotty, I don't know if he's going to be on the show on New Year's, Tony. I think Scotty's frozen. Well, no, he moved.
Yeah. No, he moved. I think Scotty is busy. We may have a special guest that day, though. I am waiting for a confirmation from said special guest.
No, I think he did confirm. He'll be on at 3 something because I got to leave early on.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about Justin.
Okay.
I might have something else in the works.
Ooh, something else that I don't know about.
Actually, you do. You just don't remember.
Oldy, were there any more horses to watch? Was there more horses to watch the show?
Yeah, so let's see here. Horses to watch. We still have some coming up at Fairgrounds that we've already, or at least that I still am alive to. Fairgrounds, we have 7, 5, and 3 at, let's see, late tracks here. The late tracks, we got the 7 at Santa Anita, the 2 Santa Anita race 7.
Next one to move forward is Steel Sunshine. There's 2 behind the gate.
5
O'Connor
Golden Gate race
and Lure Him
3,
In.
which I believe is coming up.
Okay.
And then the rest are, there's 1 Turfway horse and 1, 2, 3, 4 Los Al horses.
Okay.
What's the Turfway horse?
The 11 in race
Lure Him
2.
In. And the Harlan's Holiday.
11 in race
First finish
one?
line, all set.
2.
Okay, thanks.
This is a really interesting race, guys.
Racing in the Harlan's Holiday Stakes. The gray New York Traffic was quick to begin. They're fanned across the course early. Splitting horses is Grand Aspen. Into the top flight is Octane.
Nobody
Taking back
apparently
a
told
touch
the
is
7
O'Connor.
he needs to lead.
Saving ground.
Yeah,
WN.
the jockey decided to do that, which was.
Lure Him In is packed deepest on the
We'll
turf first
see
turn
whether
run.
that was a
And
mistake or
Blue
not.
Devil and Gasoline as they chase the speed of New York Traffic. Javier Castellano and New York Traffic establish the pace. They lead by a length. Grand Aspen is
You
second.
might not catch this,
Octane
too.
on the
This two's a
outside
good
third.
horse.
WNL toward the rail is now fourth. From between horses, O'Connor is there fifth. From the outside, it's Steel Sunshine in early sixth. Seventh is Miles D. Eighth on the outside, Lure Him In. Ninth is Blue Devil. 10th and last is Gasoline. 23-3 for the opening quarter.
3 was
Everything going the way
basically
of New
playing
York
a
Traffic
rabbit
early. He
for
has
the
the lead
9
and he's
in
got
the
him
workout
stacked and
report.
packed behind him. Grand Aspen is second toward the inside. WNL out the center goes Octane. Splitting horses O'Connor. Steel Sunshine asked to quicken. Outside him, it's Lure Him In. Moving out the rail, Blue Devil. Dropping back is Miles D. And Gasoline went by him. They went 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Here's Jose Ortiz on Grand Aspen, turning up the heat on New York Traffic. These two are stride for stride. A length and a half in front of O'Connor, who's together with Octane. O'Connor's going to try to thread the needle here. They went 3/4 in 1:10-4. Grand Aspen has the lead. O'Connor
He should
has
shut down
secured
that
the
space
inside
right
spot,
now.
but he's a length and a half behind. From the outside, it's Octane. Nobody running home from the back. We're down to 2 chances here off the turn and the stretch drive. The leader is Grand Aspen. On the inside, O'Connor has a 16th to get by. New York Traffic back running again. Final 16th of a mile. New York Traffic not done. He's closing ground. O'Connor finishing up toward the rail. Here's O'Connor inside. O'Connor gets up to win it. Second is Grand Aspen.
That's a
Third is
tough
New York
space to
Traffic.
have
And
hit in
fourth is
there,
Steel
too.
Sunshine. The Harlan's Holiday to O'Connor.
Tony, the 2 did not stop and wasn't done. Didn't win, but you did the 7.
Yeah.
But
That's
7
true.
ran well. What'd you hit, Alan?
All right,
It's a
the
big
5,
roll.
who is the horse to watch at Golden Gate, is currently 5-2.
The 5 is a horse to watch at Golden Gate.
Yep.
Yeah.
The question
21%.
is it a horse to bet? Marcia. She wins races up there. It's a shame what happened to their purses.
Purse grabbing.
No, they cut them by.
I know.
I think the 5 can win this race for sure.
Great, there go my odds.
I'm going 5-7 here.
Gates are going to open. The horse will be 3-5, and I know who did it.
No.
Win
I'm
exactly try and super for Allen there in the last at Gulfstream.
Nice going, Alan.
Boom, Alan.
Nice going.
That is a big boom. That's hitting for the cycle. Checking down on the super high 5, huh?
When you have a horse, that's the way to do it, right?
That's it.
Looks like the 2-horse went in the gate without the jockey.
Well, they're going to need to get reacquainted.
As long as he doesn't leave the gate without the jockey, we're good.
I'd be fine with the 2 leaving without the jockey. It's better for the 5. No sound. I don't hear the soft tones of Phil Downs.
Yeah, that was my fault. Now my mouse isn't showing up. There it is.
Outside second, Seabreeze Boy outside in third. Cardinal Trick gets some race room now in fourth. I Am Amadeus shuffle back to fifth, and Callum's at the tail of the field.
Amadeus, hell of a movie.
About a quarter of a mile left to travel. Maverick Rose with a slender lead.
Come on, 5.
Tiger Attack will have
to wait 3.
Punch. Cardinal Trick, red blinkers outside third. Seabreeze Boy stands side. I Am Amadeus at the fence. They've got 1 furlong to go, and Tiger Attack comes back and repels Maverick Rose. It's Cardinal Trick who's on the outside up in the second. I Am Amadeus towards the inside. Deep stretch. It's Tiger Attack. Tiger Attack holds.
Nice run by the 3.
And I Am Amadeus close for.
And we do have the
Boy or Maverick
in
Rose.
race 5 at Anita. We do have a horse there as well. So that horse to watch was race 5 at Santa Anita. Just got to find the right screen. Is the 7. We have race 8 coming up at, looks like next at Oaklawn.
Number 3, Tiger Attack first.
And then a little bit of a break.
Is that 4-horse a single? I mean, it's won 5 straight races.
And it looks like
it's off of a layoff, though, for Steve Asmussen.
I mean, the 3 is pretty fast.
5 is pretty fast. Could the 1 be live here? It's 5-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. It has a really good win percentage, and it's the EquinEdge long shot.
They're off.
They're off.
They're off. Okay.
4's got the lead. 3's on the inside. 5's on the outside. 5 is moving up. 3's dropping back. 4's still cruising along.
Yeah, 4 looks gone. 22 is pretty ordinary for 6 furlongs at this level. Hand ride.
5's coming.
5's coming. Yeah, you call these too early, man.
4's got horse.
He does have horse, but
Of course.
that was a little too early to call that. But
I set myself up for that one.
They ran pretty much the same way they did all the way around.
Yeah.
Conveyor belt. 4, 5, 3. Didn't catch that inside one.
4, 5.
All right. So now we have a little bit of time.
Now, what do you guys? What's your plan here, Oldy? How late we going?
How much longer you guys want to go here? We could keep going with Fairgrounds. We got 1 race left at. We got the big Fort Lauderdale coming up.
Maybe we close it out. Close it out after Gulfstream. I've got to go feed the neighbor's dogs and head down to Tampa Bay Downs.
Sounds good.
Excellent. You gotta clean out the old people at Tampa Bay Downs of their poker money.
Man,
we have a horse to watch here at Fairgrounds, race number 7, the 5-horse.
Desert Duke.
There's like 4 or 5 jock agents that play in these tourneys down there, and a few different trainers as well.
Desert Duke is the horse to watch here.
5,
Looks like it needs the lead. See if there's anything back.
I thought that same thing, Oldie, but if you look back at the 9 furlong race, its second lifetime race, it rated. So it might not.
I mean, Ish. I mean, it was. I'll amend that to on or near the lead.
So let me give you here's a couple of ways of looking at this horse. I think this horse is more live than we realize, and I'll show you why. Okay, so if you go back to the 5-6 race, that was against a 74 group, and the horse was only 2% to win. It was 24-1. Throw it out. Next race is 66 group of SOR. It gets third, runs a nice race at only 14%. Okay, then in the American Derby, the horse had issues and still ran a nice third place finish against a 70 group. Then it drops in for a 74 group, and it got blocked and had all sorts of trouble in that race. And it broke from the 10 hole. It only lost by 2.5 lengths. And then it had a layoff. And then it comes back last time out against what should have been a much easier group to beat, an optional claimer at 14%. And it lost by 2.5 lengths, but maybe the horse needed the race.
They're off. The 4-1.
Where?
Oh, sorry. That's Oaklawn. We're at Fairgrounds. My mistake.
Yeah, we're at Fairgrounds. You scared me for a second there.
Yeah. I will tell you, Scotty, that 5 at Fairgrounds is also, if I'm not mistaken here.
What's up, Tony?
The Trackmaster top pick, Desert Duke.
The 5 is?
Trackmaster picks. 5-7-4 is how they see it.
Well, I look at this as the 7's 3-5, which seems crazy to me, but Northern Invader, does have some has shown some tactical ability in the past. Can't be too far behind, I think. But I think this might set up really well for the 4, even though I wish there was a better jockey riding. I think Gigante is going to sit a great trip here. And the 3 looks like
3's going to be on the lead for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And against 64s, I mean, didn't miss by that much on this turf course going 8.5, and gets a 5-point jump in GSR. It's 18-1.
Guys, here's an interesting long shot for you. The 1 horse. If you look at the 1, first of all, the horse is 13% to win, but it's 7-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. It's coming off a layoff. The problem is that maybe they're giving this horse the race. I don't know, because it's not that long of a layoff.
Scotty, look at the drop in GSR.
That's what I'm seeing right here. Yeah, I mean, that's just too low of a GSR drop. Yeah.
Well, and it was running on this is a dirt and synthetic horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't be a synthetic horse and run in the Woodchopper Stakes.
Yeah, no, this horse is toast. Yeah.
Even though the trainer's pretty good first time.
Straight to the winner.
It's very good first time, 24%.
Yep. 24% first time back and 17% first time with trainer. So
I'm still liking the horse to watch, the 5.
All right.
You're betting on the Tony on the ponies? Yeah, I'd like to see that. Okay, what is your bet?
Who, me?
Tony. I'm sorry. I'm talking to Tony in the chat. Tony's saying she's betting the ponies. Happy New Year to you, Tony.
Desert. And we do have the comments activated on Twitter, so you can comment and we will see it if you're on there. Feature added in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
New Year's rockin' Eve day. I hope we don't get a copyright violation from Dick Clark Productions on that.
We will not.
Are you guys going to get me in trouble again?
That was me, man. He would and blame Oldy because he did not know the song 7 Nation Army. So at the end of the show, I played 15 seconds of it. Everybody loved it. It was great. And then I get the email and I'm like, oh, man.
I know. Listen, we got flagged a couple of years ago, and we were trending on YouTube. Like we were getting 500-600 views a show, like live concurrent.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got flagged, and they literally shut us down for a month.
I know. I remember it.
Yeah, and that really stunk.
It did, because I still don't get the for what we're doing, and we're showing races. We're not taking views away from anybody, but I think the biggest steal we had this year was the Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita, and then they gave us the streams. We got the 2 thumbs up from RTN for both days, so that was awesome.
We're sitting here, all three of us, Justin, Chris, and I, we're all sitting here talking. There's no way they're going to say yes. There's no way they're going to send yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm just going to send the one day, and we'll see what happens. And if we get the one day, then I'll send the other day.
So, hey guys, Charles, by the way, we only have a couple of minutes before this race, but the 4-horse Gigante, I know this horse ran huge last time out, but if you I can't figure this horse out. Like, he should have no problem with obviously with turf, but he ran huge on the dirt. But he had a poor race on 10:28. Oh, he was bumped to the start and had some issues. Okay, so the 9-9 race at Colonial Downs wasn't very good. Like, that was against a 72 group. This 4-horse, this is a 2-horse race between the 4 and the 7. I mean, it should be these 2 horses. That's it. I don't know what's the exacta payout, but it should only be those 2.
What, between which ones you're looking at? Fairgrounds?
At Fairgrounds, the 4 and the 7.
The 4 and the 4 to the 7 is 8-1. The 7 to the 4 is 6-1.
It's only those 2 horses. I don't see anybody else.
Couple questions in the chat. I'm
going to put the 5 and the 10 in the 3rd spot. I know that the 5's a horse to watch, but I don't think he can beat the 4 or the 7.
Tony wants to buy a share of E.
Yes, it's called the annual subscription, Tony. Charles, yes, the system can be purchased. Go to EquinEdge.com.
Number 3. You don't have a free account, Tony? I thought you had a free account.
No, there was somebody else that had a question. How do I get my free account badge? Charles, yes.
Tony, the other Tony.
Yeah.
How do we buy? I know, actually, that's not a bad idea, Tony. Honestly, yeah, especially if you knew all the stuff that's coming next year, you'd want a lot of shares.
So
it's huge.
Scotty, is it $1 million
for yeah. It's $1 million per share. Is that what you're saying, Chris?
Something like that, right?
I will, Tony. I had no idea, honestly. I promise you. It had nothing to do with that.
But yes, so Charles, go to EquinEdge.com. You can buy a daily, weekend, monthly, annual, or you can sign up for 3 free races a day.
Yeah, and I just put the link in the chat. But I believe that only goes to YouTube. So Tony, if you want to message me, or you can just go to EquinEdge.com, either way, and we'll get you the link. And there are, and I get ahead of myself because I get so excited, Scotty, when you tell me about the stuff that's being worked on. Like, I want it now.
Yeah, it's really neat. We've got race replays, live streaming. We've got the link feature, which, you're able to go back and more in depth into the race and see, which horses were in that particular race. How strong were they? What were their GSRs? What were the results of the race? And from there, you can watch, the win percentage, or you can watch the race replay. We have pools. You'll have pools. You'll have payouts and probables. That'll be on the site. You're going to have the simulated race. That algorithm is being built right now. That has been 20 years ago. I created that thing, and I've never released it. So that's going to be released also sometime in February. What else? I'm missing something. Horses to watch. We've seen how horses to watch have been huge today. That's going to be there as well. Yep, Canada. We have everything North America as well. Everything in North America, Sylvain. Yep, absolutely.
I I've given up the shares that I don't have in EE for access to staging.
I know.
So would I. And to the original ticket generator. That's
yes, the original.
That's our dream.
That's coming back too, you guys. That's coming back too. We're gonna have even better ticket generator as well. It's just time. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, and time and money.
Well, and people don't realize just how much licensing goes into things like race replay. I only know because you've told me about it, but it's there's so many hands in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he could do race replays tomorrow and get shut down in 48 hours. I mean,
exactly.
And I'll tell you, that's the one that people have been asking me the most about lately.
Yeah,
when are race replays coming?
I got hit up on that on Twitter.
The what?
When are race replays coming? That's the And I keep thinking to myself, it's easy to do a lot. From a programming standpoint, I wouldn't say easy, but a lot less complicated than the licensing pieces.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, Scotty's got one better than the NHT Hall of Fame. He's got a 1-of-1 coffee cup from Del Mar for his 1.14 million score. So that's better than a Hall of Fame plaque.
Yeah, 1.2 million. With the fives, it was 1.2 million. Yeah, it was great.
Yes, 1.2. So the 3 is out loose on the lead here at Fairgrounds. That tree at the first turn, if you were a jockey, would you just not destroy people when you go by the tree? Because again,
By the way, guys, I'm watching right now. I'm watching Fairgrounds. The 7 and the 4 are coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's these two.
You talked about those two.
And the 4's got the measure right now of the 7. It looks like this is a really close race. I told you it was just these two horses.
Yep, you did.
Come on, 4. Come on, 4.
4-7.
Boom.
4-7-10. We talked about the trifecta. 4-7-10 or 5 for the third spot. I just absolutely cleaned up on that race, you guys.
All right, so we're 3 legs into my pick 6 here too.
Could be an inquiry there.
Could be, but I had both horses, so I don't care. I prefer the 4.
Let me ask you guys a question. Would you rather have a $500 exacta 4-7, or would you rather have a trifecta 7-4-10 for 200?
The 500.
You rather have the exacta?
Yeah.
Well, are you talking base amount?
Yeah. So I did a $500 exacta 4-7, and I did a $200 trifecta 7 with 4 with 5-10 just to cover myself.
I'd rather have the trifecta.
I think so too.
I'd rather have the exacta because you know why? Because now that we know the results, obviously it's easier, but it's easier to hit 2 than 3.
Exacta is going to pay more, you think, Tony? I don't know.
It's the picks though. That's what it was.
I'm so into less complicated these days. So 4-7 is paying $8, and you had that 500 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we missed the Anita race here while we were talking about Fairgrounds. So let me get
2 minutes to go through.
The 2 held at San Anita.
The 2 did?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 7. So this is probably actually going to pay better than the San Anita try is.
So look, the 7 was the horse to watch, and it did get third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Scotty, did you see what Charles said there?
No. What did Charles say?
Put it up on the screen for you.
There it is.
He's hit 2 pick 5s using the ticket generator, I would assume. After 40 years of playing, he's sold on the system.
Oh, that's awesome, Charles. I love to hear that. That's great. You know what's so funny, guys? We have our conversions, like meaning when people come to the site, I think, and they use EquinEdge, they sign up 25% of the time for a subscription, which is average. It's good. Most of the time because they're confused and they don't know how to use metrics in comparison to statistics. They're just so used to statistics. And so they have a hard time with it. But when you buy a subscription, do you know what our retention is?
85.
92% retention.
Close. I'll tell you my quote of the week on stats that I saw on Twitter is stats are like a bikini. They show you everything, but not all of it.
It's a good point.
So you need to figure out all of it, and the part that you don't see is what you have to figure out on your own. I had a guy last night in the coaching class that had bought this. This is his second month, and he had 5 previous months of losers, and he made all that back in 2 months.
Yeah.
And a lot of it for him was just going through the angles on GSR, strength of race, and EE morning line, and what everybody's thought was in terms of those. And it was a good exchange.
What people have to realize too is, like, a lot of times the new people that do come on EquinEdge, they're like, I'm not winning with this thing. I'm like, and the first thing I say to them, well, do you win with the form? Like, you can't blame the tools for winning or losing. You're just right. You just can't.
The tool is there to help you form an opinion. That's what it's for. That's what the form's there for. That's what replays are for. That's what all of the different, public handicapper picks are for, and all that. That's just kind of the way it goes.
So I give the example of the pace. I don't know about you guys, but when I was using past performances my entire life for 40 years, when I would use the past performances, think about how long it took to analyze pace, just pace in a race. And now you have the best pace number by far on the planet right in front of you with 0 handicapping.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
72.5% of the time.
Including first-time starters, Oldy.
Yes.
Yeah. You take away the first-time starters, and it's probably 77%.
So I will ask you, Scotty, when is the late pace coming?
So you're not going. You know what, Chris? You're not going to need it, and I'll tell you why, brother. You won't need it because I've got a simulated race coming for you, and you're going to be really happy with that.
Yeah. You're right. The simulated race will be huge for sure.
So I'll give you an example. We all know for sure that the pace number is by far the best pace number in horse racing, right? Will we all agree on that?
I can get behind that.
Boom.
If there's anybody there's nobody close. I've done the research. I can promise you it's not even close. If they're not even within 12, 13 points of our pace number on accuracy. That's just the truth. And because that's my job, is to make sure that we have the best of all the metrics. So the point is on the simulated race for the first quarter mile, we're using that pace. And what we're doing is we're going to create an algorithm that's going to analyze the second call, the third call, and the final call, Oldy and Chris. Mm-hmm. That's what's being built right now. And it's going to be built in the same methodology that the early pace, because our pace number predicts the first quarter mile, right? So you can imagine with this new algorithm, if we nail it, how accurate this mock race will be.
Yeah, and we've talked about this many times, Scotty, from my standpoint, but I want to show you this. Jotham, who is a longtime guy of ours, we all know him pretty well. He needs the 9 horse here, and he hits the pick 6, pick 5, and pick 4.
Oh shit!
And he wants you to know he never would have been close without EE.
Oh, nice going, Jotham. Awesome. What? Let's look at this 9.
They haven't posted the wheel pace for the 6 yet at Gulfstream Park.
They never do. What's 5 paying?
1689 for the pick 5, and the pick 4 is paying 319.
Okay. We're rooting
you
for
got
you.
5 to 1. You got 4 or 5 to 1 in the first leg of the pick 6. So, and you're saying 1600 in the pick 5. So I'm gonna put it at about 5,500 for the pick 6.
Guys, let me give you a long shot that just to consider for the money, not to win, and that's the 5 horse King Max, because that horse is let's see here, it's going up 25 points in GSR.
Well, and I will point out, our buddy Andy just pointed out that the E top pick, the 1 horse, who I personally don't like, but at 17 to 1, you got to take a little bit there.
Yeah.
That it's sitting at 17 to 1 when it opened as the favorite.
Andy Kirk, another long-time EE subscriber with us back in the day from the early days of the chat. We're going into year 4 of that now to be kind of crazy.
Crazy. There's the 5 King Max. This horse is going up like, what, 25 points in GSR, I think. Yeah.
Kenny's got a 2.8 exacta here.
We're rooting for the we're rooting for the 9. 100%.
Right, absolutely.
I'm not even betting the race. I'm just rooting for the 9 for Jotham.
Yep. Alan's got a pick 4 live to the 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Ken needs the 2 and 2.8 exacta.
Green colors of Peter Brand.
All right.
Jerry the
we have
Nipper.
a few. Somebody's got to win this.
Yep.
Even
Andy's
money here.
got
Running B.
the 1.
Yep.
The 1's got a shot. Yeah.
Red
It's
Run.
5-1 on the EquinEdge morning line, top EquinEdge pick.
2 more. For main event.
You
and
have to
running
bet
B.
those horses, I think.
Yeah.
100% agree. All right, folks,
Main
we're going to be
event.
wrapping it up after this race. Thanks for
George
joining.
Weaver
Hit the
already
like
on the
button.
Saturday scoreboard.
Well, thank you to all of you who have stuck with us for so long.
On the
Hey,
outside,
John.
running B to complete
Thank
the
you
line.
all. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Oh, thank
Anytime,
you for
Scotty.
Scotty.
There in the gate.
It's always always great to hang out with you and talk horses.
And
I enjoyed this.
runners away in the Grade 2 Fort Lauderdale. Good start for Jerry the Nipper from down toward the inside. In the center, main event is offensive-minded. Here's the favorite tugging early. Running B is up on the outside. Grand Sonata secures the rail spot.
Thanks,
and in
Joe.
between horses,
I thought
Stone
the
Age is
score
up on
might be
heels.
dangerous
A length in
on the
front of
front
King
end.
Max. Well settled behind the speed is
Well,
Fort Washington.
he's
He's
got
racing
like
together
over 9
with
right
Red Run.
now.
The early trailer
Yeah.
is Marwad. In the run to the first turn, setting up shop up front, it's main event. And Javier Castellano in
Chris.
front by a length and a quarter.
Thanks,
Thanks,
On
Bill.
the inside, that's Jerry the Nipper, a joint second.
Approach
The
the
race
gate.
favorite is up on the outside, running B. He's now between horses, and fourth is Stone Age, then Grand Sonata, followed outside by King Max. It's a gap of 2 to Fort Washington, together with
Thanks,
Red
Chris.
Run.
Happy
And the
New
trailer
Year,
remains
Chris.
Thank
Marwad.
you.
Quarter time was 23 and 4, less
See
than
you on
6
Friday.
furlongs to go. Main event makes the fractions, is length in front. Running B is second,
You
Jerry
guys
the
are doing a
Nipper's
show
third.
tomorrow?
Stone Age between
Monday.
horses. He's now fourth.
Monday.
He's only 2.5
Monday.
lengths off the lead. Well in a bit tight. Back from there, Grand
We'll
Sonata,
promise
pink
not to
colors,
play
about 6
you
lengths
too New
behind.
Year's Day.
Then King Max racing together with
Please.
Fort Washington. Out the back, the trailer is Marwad. Jerry the Nipper got shuffled back to fifth as main event hits the far turn, a length on top. Stone Age still under tight Johnny V handling. Up on the outside, Running B's been given the cue to make ground. In fact, Running B is asked to
Man,
quicken, and he hasn't
nine's
gained
been
on
all
main
out.
event yet.
Yeah.
From the outside, Red Run.
5
Fort
is loaded.
Washington with him. King Max between horses. Jerry the Nipper, who got
Six
shuffled
is
back
loaded.
now. He hunts racing room. Grand Sonata is next. Who do you like here?
Oh,
Off
I
the
knew he was
turn on
gonna
the
do
stretch
that.
drive.
Oh, this
Main
is the
event.
King Max
is the
horse I was
lead.
telling you
King
about, the
Max
long shot.
to quicken by
Holy
Egan. He's
shit.
coming on down the
This is the
center.
horse to
Eighth of a
watch.
mile to go. Here
What
comes
the
King
shit?
Max after main event. You
Get
try
out.
to turn him
Please
away.
win.
Main event is
He's
almost
gonna
gone.
get there.
King Max surging at him on the outside. Main event. King Max thrilling Fort Lauderdale. It's a photo
Wow.
finish. That's on the bob.
So,
It's main
and-
event all hard inside. King Max right up on his
Thank you,
outside.
thank you,
Win
Jack,
picture
so
in
much.
146 and
Please
2.
tell me somebody bet the 5.
And the horses.
Well, and the
have
4
reached the
was
starting
the
gate for
long
the
shot.
fourth race from Golden Gate Fields.
Holy
Okay,
we
cow.
don't
turn
need
off the
to
dulcet
race.
turn, the
About
dulcet
7.
tunes.
How good, you guys? What do you think of the horses to watch algorithm?
I
Well,
think it's pretty good.
if you had the horse to watch over the with the E long shot, you're getting paid there.
What is
That's
that?
Wow.
1-2.
That is
4-5?
insane.
The 4 may have gotten the bob.
Yeah, I
Four
think
got
the
the
4 got the bob. 4-5.
That is so insane.
So
That
4-5, 4-5 is only getting you 169 to 1.
Is that all?
That's it.
And that
Yeah.
and Scotty, that's another example too of the E pace number
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the 4 was top pace.
Oh, that's right. Top pace. Yeah, top pace number and EquinEdge long shot both.
Yep.
Mhm.
Man,
Sick.
I don't know how this algorithm is so sick though. This horses to watch algorithm.
Well, I look forward to more. If we could have it for, I'll talk to you about it later. But maybe for the
Okay.
first, for the
You might
first
have
show
to
on the
pay me. You
first
might
one.
have to pay me $1 for it, Oldy.
All right, I'll buy you a cheeseburger.
Okay, deal.
Yeah.
After this cleanse is over, I'm gonna want a cheeseburger for sure.
Cheeseburgers on us.
Cheeseburger.
What's
cheeseburger.
up, Razor? in the
Razor?
house?
Way to go, Rays. Thanks for
In
joining,
the
folks.
picture, number 4, main event would not be
The 4
denied.
wins.
He was first at 11 to 1.
Oh,
King Max was
Well,
second.
you guys,
Three,
that
Terry,
was
the
really a
Nipper
lot of
finished
fun. Thanks for having me, man.
Anytime, Scotty.
And thank you, everybody in the chat and everybody watching. Really appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you. And look forward to the releases. It's probably going to come, I'm going to say mid-February. You're going to see, like, EquinEdge is going to look like an entirely new site. Like, it's that many upgrades. So it's going to be great. So don't forget to like the show. And Joe, I'm sorry you didn't get that 9 in there. And I'm going to tweet out the horses to watch, how they did today. Plus, there's a few left over. So if you didn't get it, go to my Twitter @ScottyPick6. All right, guys.
Happy New Year, folks.
Thanks,
We'll see you on Monday.